Gao morning, Gao afternoon, and Gao evening. Thank you so much, cuz, for joining me for another Who Wants to Be a Gaollionaire. I'm your host, Tipanya, and I'm here with my special guest.
Hello, my name is Almantas. I am a former professor of sociology, a current VTuber, an old man who loves old things. I mostly do calligraphy, but sometimes I play some games and paint miniatures. And that is me.
That is you. Thank you so much for being here for Who Wants to Be a Gaollionaire. Some makeups may have heard maybe in past. I think we've been trying to plan this since December. I'm sorry this is taking so long.
It is at least as much my fault. At least.
No. Oh God, no. But I'm so happy that our times can align, and thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Sunday. Oh my goodness, we were actually yapping a little bit before, but I hope we have a yap-tastic hour. All these
easily,
other fun things. Oh yeah, no.
An hour is nothing. An hour feels like a deadline. It feels like a tight deadline.
It's like we need to yap as much as we can right now. 57 minutes on the clock.
We gotta be efficient here.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Thank you for having me on. Thank you, Cubs, for tolerating me. No, actually, Hein Ketchup Bottle asked if calligraphy is the writing stream I've heard you. No, I also have done stream. My other job is that I'm an editor.
Oh.
That's my non-VTubing job, is that I'm a non-fiction editor. And so sometimes I have, written up short things and then done editing on stream so that people can kind of see what my job is like.
I didn't know. I feel like it was a surprise. I'm like, wow, that makes sense. And I'm like, oh. Aww.
You can hire me. Let's not discuss rates right now. It's a little bit gauche.
Yeah, send me a DM. Send me a DM.
Yeah, my DMs are pretty open. I am pretty easy to reach, which means that usually about twice a day I end up blocking a bot. Pro tip, if people don't know this, when you DM a streamer, and particularly a VTuber, do not send, "Hey, what's up?"
No, I just want to know what's up, man. Hey, what's up? I'm in your DMs right now. Hey, what's up?
I mean, I already know you, but
Okay, but I want to know you now. Wait, what's up? Now!
Yeah, definitely send a substantially more insane message.
Yeah,
be like, your first message.
I need you to be my editor.
Yeah, that's a decent one, but
yeah.
You get weird.
I want to know your vibes real quick. Let's just get out of the way. I want you.
Yeah, I want you.
Oh goodness.
Sexy bow tie, right? Like something like that. Like,
hey there, sexy bow tie. No, I couldn't.
I like how the person who is the chatter who's doing this is one of the haters.
Yes, actually, Cubs and audience at home, if you haven't seen it yet, we actually have a prediction for Almantas if they're going to become our next Gaollionaire. So if you see someone with a 1 by their name, they're a believer. They're going to be like, wow, Almantas is going to win. Anyone with 2 in their name is a hater. So just keep a list out, okay? Okay. But anyway, oh my goodness, but no, I want to, what do you call it? I know you got to introduce yourself. I know a lot of people, oh my gosh, even before I started streaming, everyone was like, oh my gosh, you're collabing with Almantas? Oh my god, they have such a cool design. Can you actually tell me some of the inspiration behind your design?
Okay, this is actually kind of fun. So
Glad to hear it.
this is one of those things that like people I've thought about doing this as a like a panel at Offkai or Mag, but they require you
can't
to
believe
sign
you're
up
gonna apply.
way too far in advance.
No, do
Like,
it anyway. Get accepted. Just do it.
I think I'm too late for this year, right? You had to apply by the 1st, I think.
I'm checking.
Of-
This is the
January.
first. Okay, so after today, you want to go? Okay, I'm looking at the panelists to see when the panels close, but you have till today. Come on,
Yeah,
11:59 p.m. PST.
Really, it's still today.
I don't know. I'm checking right now as you describe as long as you describe for
January.
yourself.
I thought it was the 1st of January.
No, I had another friend trying to do panelist stuff right now. I don't think they closed, but I'm checking for you. Okay.
Okay. Well, anyway. So my what happened with me was that when I was first a very little baby VTuber,
Oh, baby.
and I didn't have this model or this design or this name. And then I talked to some people and consultants and tried to figure out like what I should do. And I was given the advice, when I was doing my artist search, I did an artist search, and I was given the advice to give the artist a mood board.
Yeah.
And I'd never made one before. And so it turns out that my idea of a mood board is extravagant.
What do you mean?
I made a 20-page slideshow.
That's not bad. It's a slideshow. You keep it nice,
was great.
concise. There's pictures. Yeah, it's fine.
And it allowed me to use text because I'm a much better writer than I am a visual arts person.
The artiste.
So and it was very successful. I went to Sensational, my model artist. Always shout out Sensational. VT has been a joy to work with. He's been wonderful. And he's absolutely one of my closest allies in VTubing is Sensational. I always must credit to my artist. And so Sensational and it was not actually a lot of back and forth because I gave a long slideshow and then I made a thread on Twitter explaining the slideshow that got
I see that.
500,000 views.
Well, I think you're qualified for a panel, but go on.
Yeah. And so the one sentence explanation of what the inspiration for my model was, that I get, the one sentence summary is, Uncle Iroh dressed for Knives Out.
No way! I've heard about the Uncle Iroh. I didn't realize the second part too.
Yeah. I think Sensational nailed it. It's a little bit less obvious with this outfit. But hold on. Actually, wait, I have to go set up the toggle again because I don't normally have the I normally automate everything. So this model. This is the older version. The winter look. I may as well just leave it on. It's the winter. It's still cold out. There's still snow on the ground.
Yeah, and I think it's winter to I don't know, 2 more weeks. We're good.
Yeah. And it's interesting because I started off with polling people who were already watching me and polling my friends about what adjectives they associated with me.
Aww.
And it was basically let's see, I might be able to find it. I might be able to find the specific slot, the where I put it.
You're so brave, but obviously that shows your relationship with your friends, very trusting of how do you perceive me?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's I'm an old enough person that I've got some friends who I've been with for a long time. And oddly, I think this is probably something that people have probably figured out in their own lives by now, that just because you've been friends with somebody for a very long time doesn't mean that they necessarily have the best ideas about you or the most honest with you. My family is never honest with me. I don't trust them for shit on this. They're too sweet. They're too sweet. They would barely say anything if I was on fire. They would assume I was doing it on purpose and was just trying to stay warm.
That's just you. Aww.
Oh yes, I got it was masculine, warm, inviting, dweeby, cordial, sincere, sweet, affectionate. And so I gave those are actually the first things I gave to sensational was this list of adjectives. And then I said, I gave a list of characters. Then I moved into clothing and thoughts about clothing, and then thoughts about accessories. And then hair and body type. And I closed on body type because this is an important little piece of information for anybody who happens to be, writing essays or presentations or trying to persuade people. As if those are the things that might come up at your daily life and in your job. Those might be things that you have to do at some point in your life. Start with the most important part and end with the second most important part.
How do you define the most important part?
Well, I mean, that's a good question. Yeah, it's a question I'll have to ask about your argument. But you start with whatever you say first is going to color everything you say after it, and whatever you say last is the thing they're going to remember the most clearly when they leave. So that's my philosophy on that. But for body type was like Uncle Iroh and Gary from Venture Brothers. And I was very insistent about the beard. The beard. I was actually very surprised that he gave me no mustache. That was the real surprise to me.
Did you want a mustache?
It didn't even occur to me to do a beard without a mustache. That never even occurred to me until I got it. I don't know that I want it now, but
no, I'm getting it now. I'm like, I don't know if you need it.
I don't know if I need it, but it never even occurred to me, right? It never even occurred to me. And I mean, Tippa has met me.
Oh God.
And so I'm just getting to the point that she can affirm I have actually quite a lot more facial hair than my model.
Yes.
That was like the main thing from like my personal life that I want to see reflected in the model. But other than that, Sensational has not seen me. He does not know what I look like. There are some people who have artists who know what they look like that they've met in person and stuff like that. But Sensational has no idea what I look like.
You're just like, you're this now.
I think he knows that I'm white and I'm hairy because he's come to my streams and I do a lot of hand cams.
It's like, okay.
So he knows that much, which is what everybody knows, right? Everybody kind of knows that. But it's that's I can't hide that one. That's the core of it, right? Is that like I went for a vibe with what I wanted to express. I wanted an emotion to come across through the character design, and I was pretty agnostic, other than the facial hair, about any particular design elements. I tried to be open-minded. I gave him some fashion inspiration or stuff that I like, and we did end up using quite a bit of it. The cable knit sweater is something I'm a big fan of. I love cable knits.
No, it's so cute.
It's wonderful. But I think they also work for what I'm kind of going for, right? Part of why I have made my character the way that I have, part of what I want my character to look like and be like, is huggable.
What a cute, this is the main goal. And it is. It really comes across. You met your goal.
Yeah. Cable knit that sweater. And cable knits are they do make you more huggable. They add like a softness and a bounce to the body.
Yeah,
and a warmth. It's great.
And it's a really cute way to show off texture, and honestly, it all comes together. It's very comfy, very cozy, very approachable.
I know. It worked wonderfully. And so that was kind of how this all kind of came together, right? I started off with the emotions that I wanted conveyed, and then I trusted somebody who knows a lot more about visual design to handle the actual detail work.
Yeah, I'll just be like, here you go. Here's a foundation. Please make it a reality. Thank you.
Yep. Please.
Awesome job.
Please. I am a moron on this subject.
You literally wrote it into fruition. You're so good.
Thank you. Yeah. It's something that I don't know, I feel like it turned out really well. And I appreciate that a lot of people. May I link?
Yeah, actually link it over on Discord. My what do you call it? Twitch chat may be a little bit wonky, or you can write it like you're trying to send like a bad link. Like, yeah, click this link.
Okay, I was actually looking at the wrong one anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely don't want to share that one because that one does, in fact, actually show a little. There was a point where my No, sorry, I'm just looking. There's a specific version of this that I'm looking for that I can't find.
No, you're good. In the meanwhile, while you try to find it, have you ever thought about having a beard off toggle for funsies?
No, I haven't actually. I haven't. This beard is stuck on this face. This is. Okay, this should be the shareable version. This should be the shareable version.
Alright, perfect.
If people want to copy it and like look at what I'm talking about and like maybe use it for themselves, several people have. I've had a couple people DM me that they, made their own version of what I made. They took it and then they replaced the words, obviously, in the images.
I hope,
to suit their own feelings, but the same general format, and got good results. A couple people have DM'd me and been like, "Hey, I sent something like this to my artist and it worked great. Thank you." And that makes me very happy. It makes me very proud. From a teaching perspective, it makes me very proud that my tool got used. So yeah. So that's a long answer.
No, you're good.
I sent it in the Discord chat. Did you want a DM?
Oh, sorry. I'm so. Oh, hold on.
She's having a.
You sent it to me.
I sent it back to her directly. Whoops.
Whoops. Oh no. Hold on. Sorry. One moment! Ta-dang. I can't do this fast enough, so I have to go switch over. One moment!
Oh no!
Sorry! It was really not my intention. I was like, I thought you sent in the voice chat for a moment, so I'm like, oh, I'll just fix that really quick. And I think we should be good. So sorry. Yay! Okay. I'll fix. But I'll link it right over here. Ta-dang!
Yep. There we go. Thank you, Tippa.
Yeah, of course. No. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it.
Of course. So yeah, that's a long version of the answer to that question.
Short answer: I wanted to be approachable. But no, the design honestly came out super duper well. I actually did get to see the slides that you posted on social media as well, and it's such a good idea because I know a lot of people are like, well, I can't draw, so I'm not going to do this. And it's like, well, you can write, you can describe, you could give someone, like, you did exactly what you were supposed to do, you know what I mean? And the outcome came out so great. So I'm really, really, really happy for you, honestly, and I feel like that's,
Yeah. There's a broader point here, right? I'm making a kind of broad point here that you should start with the biggest level of abstraction, the most important theoretical point, and then end with the thing you want people to really take home. But there's an even broader point here, which is use the tools you have. If you don't have a tool, for example, drawing, which I don't have, right?
Come on, MS Paint. Let's go. MS Paint, classic. Come on, we had that for years.
Yeah. Use the tools that you do have. In this case, in my case, writing. To meet with the person, to meet with an artist, and try to meet with them halfway, right? Like try to figure out. It's a matter of communication, right? This is how communication works, right? Use work from your strong foundations towards your weak foundations, right?
No, exactly. As Flea was mentioning earlier of how you're mentioning kind of the philosophy of saying what is important, first and last. Flea was like, it's like, so making like an importance sandwich, and you know what? That's a pretty good visual as well.
It's true. It's true. It's true. It's worth. That's definitely a good way to think about it. It's definitely a good way to think about it.
So I know you got all this design stuff down packed, honestly, but actually, what's some of the inspiration that had you start streaming? Like, why did you do this? Become a VTuber?
Okay, that's so You know, it's a fair question. I like it. I like it. So in terms of, so there's two questions here. There's actually two questions there, which is why did I stream?
Yeah.
And then why did I VTube? Because those were actually separate questions for me.
How long ago did you start streaming non-VTubing?
I never streamed well, okay. I very briefly, like 10 years ago, did some tournament commentary.
Ah, look at you!
But I didn't have a face cam. This was before face cam was even all that popular.
Yeah, I'm like, that was 10 years ago. That's fine.
It was super long ago, and it was mostly recorded, to be honest. I just happened to do it on Twitch. Because that was like the easy place to like share. That was like an easy way to like record and share a video. But I started from VTubing. When I decided that I wanted to stream, I started from VTubing. And actually, let's start with like why. Let's go back here a little bit. So, one part of this that kind of overarches all of this is that I used to, after I was a professor, I worked a very boring white collar job.
Yippee!
And in my very boring white collar work, I would say out of 40 work hours in a week, I spent 1 hour doing my actual job and 39 hours managing the emotions of my coworkers.
Oh.
I was my actual role at work was to be the fun cool guy at the office who like keeps things from getting too bent out of shape. And then so that kind of colors everything else that's going to come after this. But the first VTuber that I actually meaningfully watched was a Valorant VTuber named Alexandria, who is still active as far as I know. And the reason why I found out about her is we won't talk about this in too much depth, but my actual world that I come from, outside of VTubing, I'm actually from politics.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I was never like elected or anything like that, but like I've done like a lot of political activism. A lot of my writing is political writing, and so that means that I'm a very politically active New Yorker. That means like 50+% of my friends are lesbians. And I had an extremely bad case of COVID in October of like 22 or 23. I had extremely bad COVID, worst COVID I ever had. I could not watch movies level of brain fog.
Oh my gosh.
And some of my lesbian friends were getting into Alexandria because Alexandria's content is she plays Valorant and she has a very good flirty voice, and she just folds other lesbians.
Okay.
just absolutely destroys these poor girls. And this is very funny. And that's actually the first VTuber I started watching. And I kind of kept on watching VTubers, and that kept on going for a while. And I was doing some white collar work, and I was editing and writing. And I was really sick of the job I had. And it was, I didn't really think of myself as a potential streamer because all the streamers that I was watching were chaotic women playing Valorant and Overwatch. That kind, the very, very stereotypical VTuber type of content.
Wow, who would do that? Yeah, I don't know.
Who would do that?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, anyway.
But then I watched Cleo IT, who is a history professor who is also a VTuber.
Is this the person with like a green theme, brown short hair?
Yeah. Beret, the red beret. Yeah. And she's no longer, I believe she quit her history professorship.
I think so too, yeah.
Which is very understandable. Having been a professor, it's a very understandable career to leave. We got some raiders.
Oh my gosh, Arita! Hi! Welcome on in! Welcome! Thank you so very much for the raid, and welcome, raiders. My name is Tipanya. Nice to meet you. I am a Bearcat VTuber. I do the Gao Gao, I do the Nyan Nyans. Very nice to meet you. I'm hosting Who Wants to Be Gaollionaire with my super duper special guest!
Hello! I am Onmontas. I am a former professor of sociology, a current VTuber, an old man who loves old things. And I mostly do calligraphy, and I paint miniatures, and I play weird indie games. And Tippa had just asked me to explain my VTuber origin story.
Yeah, which is honestly like insane. Super duper insane. I was just like, what's happening?
To catch up the raiders.
Yeah.
I had a very bad case of COVID, and I was bedridden, and I couldn't even watch movies, so I watched VTubers instead because that required less of my brain.
Wow. Okay. Oh gosh.
And I didn't think that somebody with my level of calmness. Another raid.
Oh no, you have to catch him up again.
Yep. I'm glad that we were. We'll give them a second to get in here. We'll give them a second.
No, come on in. No, what the heck? What do you mean you're also streaming? What the actual heck, both of you? But New, welcome. And anyone coming from Ari as well, welcome. Thank you so very much for the raids. Welcome, raiders. My name is Tipanya. Nice to meet you. I am a Bearcat VTuber. I do the gaga, I do the nyan and make all the troubles go away. I'm hosting Who Wants to Be a Gaollionaire, which is like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, which is a really cool game show, but we're doing some pre-show introductions with my super duper special guest.
Hello, I am Almantas. I'm a former professor of sociology, and nowadays I am anime online for money. I mostly like to talk about old things like history, and I do calligraphy, the old art form of calligraphy. I paint miniatures, and I play weird games. And I have been explaining my VTuber origin story to Tippa.
Hi, that's me.
And to do the very, very rapid catch-up on this, I had a rather bad COVID case. I had a very, very bad COVID case. And so I was watching VTubers while I was bedridden with COVID. And then these were people who were very chaotic, very high energy, feminine streamers doing lots of Apex Legends and Valorant and Overwatch and stuff like that. And I didn't think of myself like that at all. And then I got introduced to Cleo IT, who would calmly talk about her job as a history professor while playing Europa Universalis and I think and Total War and games that I play. Games that I know how to play. And so then it occurred to me that this was something I might be able to do, and that since my other job was very much a job where I just kind of was like being the nice fun guy for an entire office of analysts. I was like, well, why not do this? Why not do this? Yeah. And I was very burnt out on it, so I quit and did it for a few months, and then I decided that I did enjoy it, right? I did like a test run where I was like, okay, let's see if I actually enjoy doing this, because, people, I think, all know this, they all hear this, but I don't think people are totally prepared that when you start streaming, you are going to be streaming to an empty room 90% of the time. It's going to be you and the bots for a while.
Beep, boop, beep.
Yep. And if it's still fun when you have the bots and you have somebody who comes in once every other a couple of streams, you get one person who watches you for a little bit and asks you some questions. If that's still fun, then then you've got a different story, right? Then you've got a different story. If you hate it, then then pull out. But I did like it, so then I talked with some folks for feedback and got a model artist and got a new name and all that stuff. And now I am here. And as for the question of why VTubing, I just didn't want to use my real face.
That's same. Okay, yay!
I liked the privacy. I liked the anonymity. I liked the sense of security. And since that was all I thought. I did not think any further than that. I will say that it has paid off more than I expected. Well, a particularly funny one is so you talked about Bodega.
Yeah, I did earlier.
Yeah. So Bodega has a friend from elementary school who is like a kind of big streamer.
Oh my god!
Like they both talked about it. It's Milana.
What?
Who's like they're friends from like elementary school. And Bodega found out that she was streaming by like seeing her on Twitch, which was very funny.
No, that's like the worst nightmare. It's like I recognize that voice. I know who you are.
Oh Oh, and her face. Because she's a face cam streamer. Milana's not a VTuber. She's a face cam streamer. And so Bodega and Milana were talking, and and Milana was like, "Yeah, I gotta leave soon because I've got like a photo shoot to do for a sponsor." And Bo's like, "Yeah, that's always like kind of annoying. It always takes like an hour or two." And then Milana's like, "No, it takes like 4 hours because I have to spend like 2 hours doing makeup."
Oh, I mean that's also fair. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's one of those things that like that I didn't really think about very hard, but is very apparent once you've been in streaming for a while. Is that the flesh tubers actually have more expenses than because they don't have
flesh tubers.
I'm streaming from my room, right, from my apartment. You don't know what's behind me. And that's good, because I need to put away my laundry.
That sounds suspicious. I'm like, should I know? Share.
No, it's just a mess. That's all. For flesh tubers, they don't get to stream from like their room. They have to stream from a set. I mean, I would be honest. Hail King Julian, Asmongold is still streaming from a set. Like that's still a set. Like that it's a disgusting set, but it's like that's still a set. That's not like just his room. Like he makes it look that way on purpose as part of his brand. Or sit with a green screen behind you, which is annoying. Yeah. Which is fucking annoying.
It is. I had an IRL friend, and it's just like it's really cool. It's really cool technology to have. You don't have to worry about your background, but getting it set up and it was even the rolling one. It's like the tripod stand and getting it set.
Obnoxious. I'm a New Yorker. I have so little space.
Brother.
I don't have a friggin' rice cooker.
No way. What do you mean you don't have a rice cooker?
We don't have the counter space for it.
No.
We have to make decisions about what things we can, what appliances we can have on the counter. So we don't have a rice cooker or a toaster because none of us wanted enough. I make my rice on a pot.
Oh, that's fair. I make my toast on the pan.
I just don't make toast, but
yeah,
I do not own an air fryer. We've got a food processor. We've got a food processor and a microwave. I'm willing to fight for the food processor. I'm not willing to fight for any other kitchen appliances.
Not even the microwave?
I mean, the microwave's really useful, but that just comes with the apartment.
Yeah, okay.
Landlords, I haven't had a landlord who didn't give us a microwave so far.
Staring at my current place? Yeah.
But yeah, it's like you just have to make you have to make choices, and like the idea of just like, oh yeah, in my tiny cramped apartment, I'm going to fit in a green screen.
Yeah, you have to. Don't you want to be? It's the meta for flesh tubers. IRL streaming.
I'm glad I'm not one. I'm glad I'm not one.
You're like, I'm glad.
Oh my god, I have more bad hair days than good ones. So, like,
I feel
Yeah. Like, I would be so annoyed. I have no idea how to put on makeup. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I just have to align up my camera and launch my programs and just double check to make sure that the tracking looks non-wonky. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Same here. Fundamentally, why VTubing? Privacy. And
it's a cute theme too. You can keep up with a really cute theme too.
Yeah. I think it would be hard for me to dress like this every day while streaming.
I look fine with these at home.
Wearing a cable knit sweater when it gets up to 110 degrees in the summer.
You know. No, thank you. Oh, yeah.
And also on top of that, the VTuber fandom and community is a lot more coherent.
Yeah,
I would say than other groups of streamers.
I feel like, there are a few more things that we can get along with, not to be like, anime, but, I feel like for a lot of YouTubers, I hope they, do like anime to some regard. And it's like, okay, we can kind of bond off this. Okay, cool, great, wonderful.
Well, and there's just more. There's like a sense of culture, right? I hesitate to say community, but there's like a kind of shared culture that exists within VTubing that is only that if you're outside of VTubing, if you're within flesh tubing, it's going to be like your specific topic, right? Right, like you're going to be like an Overwatch streamer or a Europa Universalis streamer, just to use two of the recent games I mentioned here. But like those people aren't going to have anything in common, whereas I can talk to Europa Universalis and Overwatch VTubers. And
you're a VTuber.
Yeah, we're both VTubers, and we have a sort of shared cultural lingo and set of expectations and set of audience, right? You know, I can recognize some people in your audience, and either from my stream or from other people's streams that I've seen around, right? The VTuber fandom tends to be a fair bit more reliable, a bit less fickle than other categories.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I think it's played off. I think it's been very nice for me. I like it a lot. This is legitimately been one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life.
Yeah, and honestly, I know we're hesitant to use the C word, but I think the community is honestly really, really nice. Not to bring back Offkai again, but like Offkai made me realize like there was multiple ways and decisions and outcomes that made me realize, well, I'm really happy I pursued, becoming a VTuber myself, because the quickest Lord known to mankind, I was just painfully shy and lonely.
Aww.
So I was like, I think I could stream. I tried to do facecam streaming for a little bit, and then I got lazy. So then when VTubing came around, I was
very
like, okay.
understandable. Very understandable.
I'm like,
go ahead.
Yeah. No, go.
Oh no, I was just going to say it's one of the things I think is kind of interesting. So I don't think of you as shy.
Oh.
Like at all.
Good. It's working.
Well, and this is the thing. I've known this with a couple of other VTubers, and I think it's kind of interesting. I think it's not just VTuber. I think it's streaming more generally that come across to me at least as being quite open and like and excited and fun and like they're having a good time. They're enjoying talking to people, and then they say they cannot do that face to face. Right, they say that they cannot do it face to face or in other contexts. And I think a lot of the time that's because there's a sort of power dynamic intrinsic to being the streamer.
Yeah.
There's always a power dynamic. Just as a basic social reality, as a basic sociological reality, neutrally speaking, there is some sort of power dynamic, even if that power dynamic is completely equitable, right? Even if it's completely neutral. It is still a power dynamic of a sort. And in the case of streaming, there are two parts of this power dynamic that are helpful, I think, for certain types of social anxiety. One is if somebody is giving you trouble and you're the streamer, if somebody in chat is giving us trouble, we can just kill them.
Yeah, exactly. Just kill them. It's so easy.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Nothing.
But, from my perspective, what's more important and more useful in terms of the ways that I worry socially, if somebody is finding me boring,
you could kill them too.
Well, they can just leave.
No, they can't.
They can just close the tab. And I won't even have to think about it, right? Like, I worry about people feeling like they're being socially held hostage by me. That I'm just rambling about the Roman Empire or guerrilla warfare or something like that, and they're just like, yeah. When is this guy gonna shut the hell up?
No, I'm here for you though, brother. Change topics.
But like again, if you're streaming, right? Like the fact that the relationship is not very equal means that people can just close the tab, and that makes me feel a lot more liberated to just kind of completely go
whatever.
on. Yeah.
It is your own space. You get to cater it however you'd like to. Honestly, Oh.
Yeah.
But, oh my goodness. But I feel like I was gonna say something, but I'm like, let's go back. No, I don't remember. If I remember, I'll let you know, gamer. But no, going back. Also, sorry, because Cubs may have heard the story before, but I don't think I shared out loud again while we were live. But no, again, becoming a VTuber has been really nice. And then I also got to meet you for the Pass Off Kind. This is how we got this collab happening today. So I'm really, really grateful for the opportunity and chances that all the actions we took in the past basically led up to this moment. And I'll just never forget, because I was trying to ask Almontis, I'm like, what was your POV of meeting me? Because my POV is that we randomly ran into each other outside of the con at a local bar, and one of our mutual friends recognized you and Nanomancer, and I was just like, oh wow, it's you.
Nano.
That's so crazy.
Oh, Nanomancer. Nanomancer. Nanomancer's so funny to me, because he's one of those VTubers that people can recognize even if they've never met him before. Like, just recognize him based off of like how he looks and like in his relationship to his model, which is insane because his model's a photorealistic cat.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
But he just makes those facial expressions, like all those insane, weird facial expressions that his model makes. Like those are like him. Like, it's crazy. It's really crazy. Whereas people recognize me if I put on like full cosplay, but I think they don't when I'm out of when I'm stripped down. I don't think they recognize me as Almontis.
I think as soon as they hear you, you know. And honestly, I was a creep out off cry. I was like, who is that stares at their badge? Who is that? Who is that?
I think that's what the badges are for.
Yeah, I know. Stairs.
I don't think that's creepy at all.
No.
Okay.
Thank
That's fine. That's what the badges are for. That's why we got them.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine.
So,
I was doing the cool calligraphy ones for a reason.
I know. I was trying to wait. I should have saved the image. I'm such a scrub. Hold on. I'm pulling up some of your example calligraphy about the badges. One of my favorite photos is that. So going back to the bar experience, basically I was just like, wow, because you were doing it for me, Ryan Rayon, and Sister Sunshine, and you're like, yeah, I'll do this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you will, and you were doing it. I'm like, wow, this is like an IRL hand cam. This is so cool.
I'm going to have to do it a little bit differently next time.
Yeah.
Because the last time I did it, I would just like hold, like somebody would still be wearing their badge, and I would just like hold it up.
No.
And like write like that, like it was like a tiny clipboard. I think this will not surprise anybody who is familiar with like exercise science or anything like that. I got carpal tunnel from doing that.
That's me. Yeah, you would. How you're bending your wrist and compressing. Oh my god, gamer, what the heck?
Yeah, that meant that for several weeks afterwards, my calligraphy streams were left-handed.
Oh, is that why you were doing left-handed? I thought you were just showing off. I'm sorry, I say that lovingly.
Nope.
I say that so lovingly.
Nope, that was a necessity being the mother of invention. That was.
So, if you guys are very
that was the
curious,
consequences of my own actions.
You're so funny.
No,
well,
I'm a right-handed person. I'm very
stretches.
not left-handed.
I thought you were just trying to be ambidextrous and very cool, and I'm like, wow, he's flexing.
It is a very cool party trick. It is a very cool party trick, especially because I can do it when I do my calligraphy left-handed. I do it mirror script, which is a fun trick.
You're so funny. Here, look, listen, gamers. I got the image pulled, but yeah, you see this beautiful handwriting and how the badges obviously show our handles? Yeah, that was me politely staring at everyone's badges. But look, this is your work right here. Isn't it gorgeous, beautiful, and you're actively taking commissions? If your carpal tunnel resolved.
I am actively taking commissions over on Ko-fi.
Yeah!
Thank you for giving me the lead. I will put it in the general this time and not send it.
Please.
Wait, hold on. There's two generals in this server. I was like, what's Digiko doing?
Sorry, you see the bad people? Hello? Oh my goodness. But your badges have two anchor points? Oh yeah, some of them do. Yeah.
Yeah. The badges were actually pretty nice at.
They were really nice, actually. But I'll put them away. But if you're interested, wink wonk, wink wonk, wink wonk, wink wonk, you can check out the Ko-fi.
I do commissions. Yeah. And yes. It's Yeah. Hold on, it felt like you had another question.
No. Actually, I did, but it was just like, I know we talked about streaming and your inspiration, but is there like a set time that you normally stream at?
Oh, I usually stream at 10 p.m. US Eastern.
Any Pacific days?
Monday is my main day. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday are the most common for me.
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wednesday and Saturdays are almost always off. Sundays and Fridays are like, I don't know.
You're just like, yeah.
Days. Yeah, if I feel like doing a lot of streaming, those tend to be where I fit them in. But Mondays are the most reliable by far. I almost always do calligraphy on Mondays. If I'm feeling kind of burnt out on calligraphy, I'll usually do miniatures painting.
Okay.
And there are some other traditional arts I'd like to start working on. I've done a little bit of knitting.
I heard, yeah.
Yeah, not a lot. I've done a little bit of knitting. I might pick up I might work a little bit on some of the other fabric arts, but they're very much a new area for me. I do kind of want to learn how to do those little marginalia drawings that they do in medieval manuscripts.
Oh my gosh.
I've never been a drawer before. It just feels like something I should have for doing commissions and stuff.
Reband to drawer 2026. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Cause I'm not really interested in doing anime style or doing particularly realistic styles, but it feels like something that would be useful to have for my calligraphy commission. But, punch them up a little bit more. And I like those abstract stylized drawings, but I would need to learn. I've tended to find drawing to be very challenging.
But little by little, you can only get better by doing. Smile.
I know. There's only so many hours in a week.
I know. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we're setting a time aside for our own collab co-working session where you get to try to learn how to draw and God knows what I'm doing. Oh my goodness. But so if you cups are curious, so basically Amanta streams 5 hours from now, usually at 10 p.m. EST. So if you're ever curious or want a late night streamer,
yeah, I was about to say, hold on. 29 hours from now is the next stream.
But you have to wait 29 hours.
Yeah. I do not have plans to do a second stream on today.
You would be so brave, so powerful, so brave and powerful. No, you're so good, gamer. Is there any social media that you use mainly, or what's your main social media?
Strictly speaking, it's actually Discord. But I am semi-active on Twitter. And on Blue Sky, where I use the same name, Almontas VT. That is also where Almontas VT YouTube is my just a total VOD channel. It's a completely naked VOD channel. So it's uploading 1 VOD per day for the next 6 months. And I'm just dumping them there. It's with no editing and very little commentary. I'm also active on. I'm not as active as I could be, I should say. I'm active on Goodreads.
Good. Oh wow!
And weirdly, I have gotten some followers from that.
Let's go.
I don't think I've actually gotten any followers from Reddit, which disappoints me a little bit because I am pretty appreciated on the Ask Historian subreddit. I just put out an answer that I think will probably get featured on the topic of insurgencies.
Okay, my gosh.
So, yeah. Mostly on Reddit, I basically just use calligraphy and Ask Historians.
Okay. Here, gamer, I got you. I'll post on Reddit. I'll make sure they follow you.
And that's where I'm at on social.
Goodness.
I have made a Mayoshi, but I literally have not used it at all.
Me either. I just got invited. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna set everything up, and then I'm like, how do I? And then I
thought about setting it up, and I was just like, this is too big of a task for me right now, and I have too many things that I need to get done before. This is not something I can emotionally and mentally give real attention to until I get a couple of other things done. I got 3 or 4 other things I just have to get done before them. They're not more important, but certainly more urgent.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm waiting for people to have their own little CSS page of here's some templates you can use, and I'm like, yes, just like the olden days. Send me your CSS page. Let me steal from that. And I say steal, but politely use as a foundation so I don't have to think too hard.
I do have a web designer. I could ask her to do it, but I already owe her money for her making my card, which I haven't actually used.
Use your card! I didn't see any of this linked. I didn't know you had the YouTube. I didn't know you had a card. What the heck?
I mean, the card should be the first link that people... I mean, the second link that people have access to after my Twitch, because Twitch is really where I live, to be honest. Like, I really kind of live on Twitch and in DMs, is like how I actually exist as a VTuber.
Oh, goodness. All right, then. I'm sorry, audience at home. You'll have to fill in the gaps because I got Amontes' Twitter and Twitch right here. I was like, yeah, that looks like their main platforms.
Yep,
Good.
Yep, I am not... I'm not really using Instagram. I'm not really using TikTok.
Instagram. You have a TikTok.
I just have my name on them, but I don't really use them. I'm a text guy. These sites don't make any sense to me. I'm like, why is a person here?
They want to see pretty pictures. Just give them a wall of text. Just write it again on like a Word doc and screenshot it. So easy.
I mean, I think a lot of VTubers are very much TikTok people, right? Like, honestly, a lot of them are.
Yeah.
Like they like the short form content. They like the videos. That's kind of where they're at, and that's like where they kind of come from. But to me, it's deeply unintuitive. I have never used TikTok for more than, I think, 15 minutes in a single sitting.
Let's go. And
that was like almost a decade ago or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
It was actually pretty fun because it was just like Chinese farmers pranking each other.
How so? Like, what does that entail? How are they pranking each other?
You know, like making stairs slippery and like playing sports games that they've like rigged and stuff like that. The one I really remember was three guys playing hopscotch, but they would always but it was on like a soft mattress that they were pouring soap onto, so it was extremely slippery, and they were just eating shit all the time. And it's just like, these are just guys being bros. This is just some dudes rock.
It's a casual guy things.
Casual guy things.
Let's eat poop together. Yeah.
Yeah, this is just the bros. I understand this, even though I do not speak Chinese. I do understand. So yeah, I'm just not a short form video person. Like, people will send me short form videos, and I'm just kind of like,
thank you for thinking of me.
Thank you for thinking of me, but this could have been an article.
Oh no, you're so silly. Hold on, I can't even say too much anymore because we actually have an ad coming up in just a little bit. You're so funny. But gamers, Gaollionaires, Cubs, actually, no, sorry, I didn't do my research.
She was going to call me a boomer, guys. That's what she was going to do.
No, I'm not going to call you a boomer. No, you're not a boomer. You're good. Well, we're going to go ahead and politely take a little 3-minute ad break just because, you know, tee-hee, ha-ha, Twitch. So we have a little commercial break. Please use this time to stand up and stretch, hydrate, and eat and drink something super duper yummy. And we'll politely BRB or be right back, okay? Okay.
Yeah, don't get deep in Ambrosis.
Yeah, please, no DVT. Please stand up and stretch. And brother, if you need those stretches for carpal tunnel, I got you. I don't know if I revealed my secret lore of becoming a physical therapist to you, but
I did know the secret lore of becoming a physical therapist.
God, that's like, you mentioned carpal tunnel to me, and it's like an alarm in my brain. I'm like, are you good?
I am good now. Good now. But I just need to be careful at next off guy. Or whatever that next get out.
You got 5 months, brother. 5 months. All right, let's go ahead and BRB. Okay, see you guys in a little bit. Bye-bye. 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 Da-dang.
Bye.
Gao Gao! Hi, Cub. Gao morning, Gao afternoon, Gao ini. Hello, we are back. I'm your host, Tipanya, and I'm here with my super duper special guest.
Hello, hello, hello. It is I, Almantas, the old man who loves old things.
Hello, man who likes old things. Welcome back, and thank you for being our 21st guest. So forever 21, am I right? Thank you so much for being my 21st guest of Who Wants to Be a Gaollionaire. If you're just coming on in, welcome. We just did a little recap of pre-show introductions, but right now, before we begin the actual trivia, wink wonk, wink wonk, wink wonk, we actually have a little bit of an icebreaker segment. Yay!
I'm excited. I mean, I am happy to just keep on talking for hours. So
let's go. Let's do it then. Because this icebreaker, we have 7 really quirky questions to let the audience at home get to know you. I know, lucky number 7. All right, are you ready for your first easiest question ever?
All right. Let's see. What's the easiest question you got for me? Let's see if I can.
Easiest question. All right.
Fail here and lose the show immediately.
You're not gonna lose the show. No one has ever lost a Gaollionaire, so anyone who has a 2 at their name. Just letting you know. But thank you so much for the welcome back, and hi to anyone that came on in. Here is our first question. Da-dang! Would you consider yourself more of an introvert or an extrovert?
I would consider myself more of an extrovert. And it's kind of, this was actually kind of amusing to me, because I thought of myself as very introverted for a very long time.
Yeah.
And that really just kind of came down to the fact that, like, what I found interesting and exciting was pretty nerdy stuff. You know, I liked, my science fiction, and I liked reading history books, and these hobbies that were not really associated with being a party person. These were presumed solo hobbies. And it was really not until I was a senior in college that I figured out that I actually really like to party.
Sorry, she's like, yeah, one little last hurrah, we're about to graduate, whatever. Oh, I actually really like this.
I had an interesting confluence where my hardest, I did not take my hardest courses when I was a senior. My senior year was kind of a victory lap in college.
Oh.
Notably, organic chemistry did not happen in my senior year.
Oh God, I hope not. I would be miserable for you.
I was doing physical chemistry, which is supposed to be harder, but I was much better at it. So, because physical chemistry is mostly a matter of being okay at calculus. Not even good, just being kind of okay at calculus. And I'm kind of okay at calculus. I like calculus. I like calc, I like algebra. Don't like stats. And I did my hardest courses in my other hardest courses I did in like my sophomore and junior year. So like my senior year, it was like
whatever.
I was taking PChem and like translation theory courses. So it wasn't like I was taking nothing, but it was still like, given how hard I'd been going in the prior years, it was pretty relaxing. And I had a larger than average room, so I hosted a lot of parties when I was a senior, and I was like, oh, I could have been doing this since I was 16, and there have been no consequences. It would have been fine.
You can still do it? Question mark. No, but that's actually so funny. Yeah.
I'm a little bit old for some of the party people.
No, then you can host your own party people. You'd be like, sorry, this age or higher, my bad, not to gatekeep, just for my own sanity.
I have learned that the type of party that I enjoy the most is, 5 to 15 people, relatively quiet, but I like to talk to people. I like to meet people, and that's why I became a sociologist, right? Like, I didn't become a sociologist because
for fun.
I did.
Yeah.
Kind of, but I didn't become a sociologist. I didn't choose sociology among the options available to me as a potential future professor because I wanted to not talk to people. right? Like
Yeah.
I did want to talk to people. I did want to do interviews and meet new people, and yeah, it was definitely a process of me like accepting that like extroversion is a much more apt description of how I relate to the world than introversion.
Yeah. Actually, out of pure curiosity, have you done one of those like personality tests, like the Meyer-Briggs personality
I have
examination?
done. I actually love doing personality tests. I do them
Let's
so
go!
often.
Let's go!
I have only done it twice, but it's some of my favorite streams are streams where I do a personality test on stream or several personality tests, and then I have chat also do the personality tests, and I like make a table of the results and talk about like the differences between like I talk about what the community is like averaging around. And I often end up spending a lot of time critiquing the personality tests in question because there's better and worse ones, right? There's survey method design is it's a science. It's a science and it's an art form, and there is such a thing as making a bad survey. And it mostly comes down to like like how you design the questions. But yeah, on MBTI, I know I got extroverted. I don't really remember the other ones.
No, you're good.
But yeah, I actually really like taking personality tests. I think they're really fun. I'm the one weird old guy at UQuiz. Looking at all these Zoomer ass. Gen Alpha, really, not even Zoomer. Gen Alpha. I will assign you a Steven Universe character quizzes. You're like, I
am curious enough to find this out. No, I'll send you
I wonder
some
if this
my
person
way.
agrees with my assessments. I wonder if this quiz will give me similar results to the other 5 times I've taken a quiz like this.
Here, out of pure curiosity and just out of my memory, and maybe completely out there, so I am so sorry, you do not have to answer. While politely trying to find some questions, I did notice you did like, I wouldn't call it a personality exam, but maybe like a little survey, you know, the rice purity exam? No way you made your chat do that as well, did you?
I did not.
Okay,
I didn't do the rice
curious.
on. I didn't do the rice on. I did not do the rice, and I didn't ask my chat to do the rice.
Okay.
The rice is
sweating.
super long.
Yes.
And I don't think it's very good.
It's not.
I don't think it's very good. It's notably the part that always stands out to me is like I know one of the questions is about like bestiality, and it's like this is such an escalation. This is like ridiculous. This is like.
It's like, have you ever kissed before? Have you ever loved an animal? Like,
yeah.
what?
It's like.
Oh, okay.
It's too long and it's unbalanced. I don't like the rice purity test.
Okay.
I did do the performative male purity test.
Oh my gosh!
I didn't like it.
I got so inspired by you when you did that. I think I dedicated like a whole hour to stream to be like, yeah, let me see this, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I thought it was fun to do it, but it's worth pointing out here, right? Like as is true of a lot of art forms, right? Making good content about something and it being a good underlying piece of art that you're engaging with are not the same thing. Are not the same thing. That one just made me really mad because I'm really caught up on a very pedantic point. I'm going to be a real pedantic little dipshit here.
No, go ahead.
Performative does not mean insincere. It does not. It just does not mean that. Performative is a very useful term in sociology. It's been in use since the 50s. Performative refers to things where the act of saying that you're going to do it is the act of doing it and is effective. So a really canonical example is, I now pronounce you man and wife. It is performative because the performance is the only thing that needs to happen.
Yeah.
There's no underlying physical reality that changes when people are married. There's only a social reality that is created by the performance. Therefore, it is performative. So I get really heated about this one because performativity theory is really useful.
Oh, it is. It's just a little funny haha meme with my little Trader Joe bag and my little matcha on hand.
It was a funny one to me because it's like, yeah, I don't drink matcha because like I don't like caffeine and I don't know what a labubu is, so I have like no idea what half these questions are about.
Oh yeah. Like, you don't know how to boo boo. That's fair and fine. They're little. I don't know. Scary. I don't think they're scary, but the little rabbit.
I have since learned that they're a doll.
Yeah.
It's a doll. It's a doll. It's a type of doll. It looks a little bit like something from like Where the Wild Things Are to me.
Yes. Because the face is like monstrous, but not supposed to be scary. It's just, I don't know.
Well, it's kind of like this kind of like monstrous humanoid face inside like a very fuzzy body. It's around like a very fuzzy body. It's like yes. I don't know. It's fine.
You're so fine and funny about it. I was just like, I was so motivated when I did see that. I'm like, let's see. There was a whole, like, I don't know, there was just things about it. There were little meetups about it. One of my friends, Seb, went to one because she lives on the West Coast, and that's a really popular archetype for guys over there, apparently. And they had a whole meetup of performative male, matcha males or something like that. And I'm like, oh, it's fun. Or it looked fun, at least in the videos that she did, but no worries.
I'm sure that they're having fun. I'm sure that it's good to have some male bonding out there.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Speaking
I am just being a pedant about my field of research. And,
you're just like, and actually, and it's like, no, don't worry about it, gamer. But
this is how physicists feel when like you see like a quantum healing book at the bookstore.
I'm gonna skim through this real quick. Hold on. What is it saying? No worries. All right, gamer. I'll go ahead and I'll get rid of the first question. We'll move on to our second question because, speaking of bonding, this second one is a really good way to bond with people. What mealtime is your favorite? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
Oh, I'm a dinner guy. Dinner. I'm useless in the morning. I feel like I don't really fully wake up for like 4 hours. It's kind of a spectrum of being awake that like kind of smears out over several hours.
Yeah.
And lunch, because I worked like office type jobs for so long, and before that I worked a lot of blue collar jobs where you had like half-hour lunch breaks in the middle of doing a lot of physical labor. Lunch is a very utilitarian meal to me.
That's fair. Yeah.
And people who meet me at cons will probably catch on to the fact that I fucking love cooking.
Yes.
I love cooking. I baked 3 loaves of bread while I was at Offkai.
Just crazy. In a good way. In an affectionate way.
I cooked at least 2 of my own dinners during the middle of the conference and most of my breakfasts. I don't think I baked cookies while I was there, but I brought cookies that I had baked. I always bring Mexican chocolate snickerdoodles with me when I travel. I love cooking, and I love eating. I love food. I actually care more about food than I care about calligraphy or about VTubing. It's actually like much.
That's fair. I like survival more than my hobbies right now, but that happened to also be a hobby.
Yeah. No, I love cooking. I have joked that the main reason why I like showing up to parties is so that I can show off my cooking.
No, I know. Next time I'll host a little potluck or something for Offkai. Be like, okay, good luck cooking.
I mean, my favorite thing I did at Offkai was I had a little like 15-person party that I cooked for at my Airbnb. That was really fun. I really enjoyed doing that.
What the heck?
And yeah, I love cooking. I love showing off my cooking. I love eating my own cooking. Robo 2, we got an Airbnb that had a kitchen. That had a full kitchen. So yeah, that was easy.
Yeah, I won't be able to make anything. Not for my hotel room, but Airbnb, you have a whole kitchen, you're in someone's house, completely fair and fine.
Yeah, no, it was lovely.
I mean, if we want to really get into it really quick, you can make things at your con hotel room people have cooked before using their coffee makers, Smile. But we're not going to get into that because I feel it's really gross.
at MagFest, the hotel that I was in at MagFest, it was like a normal hotel room, was just fully nicer than my apartment. It had laundry. I had a full kitchen. It had a dishwasher, something that I have not had in like 7 years.
Oh my gosh!
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, like who's living here? Hello?
It was a whole It was a whole 7-story hotel room. Well, not hotel room, hotel.
Oh no! I was gonna say, oh my god, but yeah, no, I understood. Oh Oh my gosh.
It was
really
so goofy. Yeah, I the first thing I did when I got to Magfest, like immediately, I just started chopping garlic, like.
And you're like, and to the point.
Yeah, let's go. I'm having like 5 people over for dinner in like an hour after I got in.
Let's
we gotta go. I got peanut noodles to cook. Let's go.
Oh, actually, what is so I'll ask you 3 silly little questions, and hopefully I remember the third one. What do you normally like to have for dinner? Like, you don't have to cook it, but like if you're like, man, this is my favorite dinner meal, what would you consider it, or what would it be?
Favorite. I don't know about favorites are always hard for me. I'm very indecisive. The kind of stereotypical Almontes meal is like a little bit under a quarter of the plate. Like, think about it surface area wise. Like, think about you're like looking down at your plate in front of you. There's like a little bit under a quarter is rice, and then a little bit over a quarter is some sort of tofu dish.
Okay.
And then the other half is some sort of vegetable stir fry.
Rather a balanced meal.
Yeah, a very stereotypical one for me would be rice, and I've got this recipe for red pepper tofu that I picked up like 15 years ago, almost 20 years ago now. That's tofu with red bell peppers, red onions, garlic, and the sauce is 1/2 soy sauce, 1/2 vinegar, a couple tablespoons each of sugar, and crushed red pepper.
That sounds divine. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, and I really like cabbage stir fry. I've become insane. I cook so much cabbage. Like I'm actually like getting through cabbage before it goes bad, like all the time. I have so much cabbage. I'm having like 1/2 pound to a pound of cabbage like almost every day. I've become a maniac for cabbage.
I heard cabbage became like very versatile nowadays, so I'm not too mad at you. But I'm trying to think, when's the last time I had cabbage? What the heck?
My actual favorite vegetable is bok choy.
Oh.
I love bok choy. Bok choy, spinach,
leafy greens.
Yeah, my big leafy greens. I do not like lettuce.
Is it the texture? Is it just because it doesn't really have much of a taste?
It's because it doesn't have much of a taste, and then like on top of that, the texture isn't very good anyway. So it's like I'm like really wondering like what I'm doing here. I'm like what?
I'm here. All right, we're moving on. No worries.
Yeah, I could talk about this for hours. Like, if you let me go, I'll keep going.
No. You're welcome to. I was just curious. So the meal that you described, is that something that you normally end up cooking? Like, that's your favorite go-to dinner meal?
It's a common one. I like variety a lot. So there's not like a universal most common dinner. That's pretty common. Would be like a cabbage stir fry, which I got from Walks of Life. That was originally a pork and cabbage stir fry, and I just removed the pork.
What a cute that title.
Walks of Life is really good. It's a Chinese American family, and they're like all 4 of them contribute recipes. They've given me a lot of really good ones over the years. I really like them, and always credit your sources, baby. So that's a pretty common one. One that I really like is I've got this recipe I picked up from Reddit of peanut butter gochujang tofu.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, that sounds divine. Actually,
it's delightful, and it goes really good with just bok choy fried with lemon juice and salt.
Now we're getting. See, everything sounds like, oh yeah, these are simple. Like, but putting it all together, I'm like, wow, that sounds fancy. That sounds great. A little lemon juice.
A little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of salt. A dash of sugar, right? Because you want to cancel out a little bit of that lemon juice. And I always like to add crushed red pepper because I'm a spicy guy. I like spicy food.
No, I appreciate you, and I appreciate it too. I used to be a non-spicy person, but red peppers it's a go-to for everything now as well.
Yeah. I think one of my funniest clips I've ever made, I'm very proud of it, I should say at least, is I did the bulldog spicy noodles as a challenge.
I did, yeah.
Because it turns out that the 2x spicy are vegan. And I cook it on stream, and I'm eating it on stream, and then I'm like, this needs a little bit more. And I put on a bunch of crushed red pepper.
Oh. Like, what do you mean, more what? And that was the spiciest one?
I think there's a 3X. I just haven't seen it. I think I'm not sure if it's vegan. I know the 2X is vegan.
No, you're so fair and fine for that. I was just like, you're so brave. I kid you not. Like I thought for a long while, I'm like, ooh, the chicken's a little spicy for me. that was my spice level. I'm like, ooh, a little pepper is getting you, Tippa.
I come from a habaneros family.
Oh.
My dad is a cooks with habaneros regularly type of guy.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So I come by it honestly.
No, you're so good. Apparently, Empress is saying that barely anyone imports a 3X, so hey, it's out there. It's just maybe a little bit.
Yeah, I haven't seen it around. Again, I don't know if it's vegan or not, so I'm not gonna really bother. No, the Bulldog 2X is pretty good. I think it's pretty good. I think there's, I think it's better if you add some garlic and soy sauce and a little bit of lime juice, kicks it, punches it up a little bit. But I think it's good. I think it's good from the get.
Oh, cute. I will definitely keep that in mind. Maybe I'll go for like the negative one or something. Whatever is at least spicy, so I'll consider that. I'm like, oh yes, I'll add all these. No worries.
Well, I can only speak to the 2X because I've still not had. But a lot of people like the carbonara, the Bulldog carbonara.
I have heard that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will have to check it out. I have to go to my it's just my Asian market is so far away. That's why I'm like, oh, they don't have it anywhere in the local supermarkets, but it is getting popular, so we'll wait and see, you know? Mm-hmm. All right, third last question about this. I know, so we talked about the food and the dinner and all that. I know you talked about baking. What is your go-to or your favorite thing that you like to bake, or was it the snickerdoodles, Mexican hot chocolate that you mentioned?
My favorite thing to bake. Okay, hold on, because there's a bunch of different ways I can carve this up, right? Yeah. So the thing about the cookies, that is my favorite recipe that is transportable.
Okay. That's fair.
I have other recipes that don't hold up very well under transportation. Those cookies I can mail them. I have mailed those cookies to Alaska and Hawaii, and it's been fine. But I have a recipe I really like for peanut butter chocolate cheesecake.
Oh.
And yeah, it was vegan. I got it from a vegan pie cookbook. That one is divine. It's actually surprisingly easy to make because it's basically you bake a brownie. Is basically the first step. You bake a brownie and then you blend together the filling. And then you pour the filling on top of the brownie, and then you bake it again, and then you let it set.
That sounds really easy. You're not kidding. Yeah, I'm like, wait, huh?
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Making vegan whipped cream, which I did for that recipe once, was incredibly painful, and I have no intention of ever doing it again. That was really awful.
Is it painful because the process or getting the material?
The process is really so like if you're making whipped cream that is non-vegan, it's pretty easy. You just like take some whipping cream, you just whip it, right?
Yeah.
That's definitely been like the hardest thing to veganize has been whipped cream out of everything I've ever made. That's absolutely been the hardest one. Because there's no equivalent vegan. If there might be, but I did a homemade recipe. And it required using the real tricky part of it was that it was temperature sensitive.
Oh, okay.
It was highly temperature sensitive. It needed to be above freezing, but under I think 45 degrees the entire time.
How long was the process to make it? Like, is it like an hour process and you have to maintain it?
Oh, I mean, it was multiple hours for the entire process, but the whipping part was like 45 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes, but it meant I needed to keep on putting it back and out, taking it in and out of the freezer over and over again in order to keep the bowl cold enough.
No, thank you.
Yeah, it was dreadful. I'm not doing it again.
No, dumb.
But the cheesecake itself is quite easy to make. And this is a general cheesecake thing. This is not unique to vegan cheesecakes or this recipe. General cheesecake wisdom, folks. If your cheesecake cracks while baking, if there's like big cracks in the cheesecake layer, that is from dehydration. And so a way that you can deal with that is inside the same oven on a lower rack, put some near boiling water.
Oh.
Put in like a baking
but
pan that you
steam.
poured some like near boiling water into. So it steams.
Oh, how nice. And it just fixes itself?
It helps it'll make it much less likely that that it'll crack. It'll make it much less likely that it'll crack.
Okay, I was like, oh my gosh, mending my wounds. Let's go.
I don't think it'll amend. I don't think it'll amend. No,
Oh.
it's the process of dehydration causes it. I don't think it'll fluff back up together. But yeah, that one is probably the best recipe I've got. I do like making cinnamon rolls.
I did see.
And I've got a niece who likes to make them with me, which is always nice when I get to see her.
Family
she's like 6.
bonding. Aw! Sorry, it's so cute.
Yeah. And those are, but I also honestly do like making peasant breads, which is kind of like the main thing I wind up baking, just kind of left to my own devices. I will just kind of be like, okay, I just got to make a loaf of bread. And I tend to just make a simple peasant loaf, just a simple white peasant loaf. And yeah, those are. I do like making focaccias, but they kind of frustrate me because my focaccias I don't want to turn out fluffy, and they keep on turning out fluffy, and I don't know why.
Wow, my
And I can't
lobster
make
too
my breads
buttery. What is the meme? My lobster too buttery. My thing's too warm. Like, I don't remember. Wow.
But
Yeah.
my regular breads turn out super dense, which I'm like fine with. I just wish I knew how to make them fluffy on purpose.
You're so good. No, I'll definitely have to see and look more into that because I actually haven't made bread before. But you know, so many people got into bread making, especially over the past few years. Smiley face emoji. So I'm like, one day we'll try it out.
I recommend it. It's cheap and it's easy.
Let's go, cheap and easy. Yeah.
I'll go a little bit crazy when people are like, "Oh, but like, why not just buy store bought? It's so much easier." I'm like, "Do you know how easy it is to make bread?"
Yeah, it's like what, three things?
Salt, yeast, water, flour.
4. Sorry.
Yeah, 4. Depending on how much you count water as an ingredient. You do need the salt in there. And it takes about as much effort as walking over to the bread aisle while you're in the supermarket. It's really easy, people. I don't know what people are doing that makes making bread so hard.
Not doing it at all. No.
Yeah, it's really easy. You mix things together. You don't even need to knead for a lot of recipes. Just make sure they're mixed well. Let it sit for a couple of hours, and then you put it in the oven, and then you have bread. It's really not hard.
Oh, I'll follow up with you when I'm like, oh, I'm finally starting my bread making journey. Here it is. Here it is. But no, thank you, gamer. All right, so we'll move on.
I will send you the recipe that I learned.
Please.
I'll DM you the my basic. This is the basic recipe that I learned how to make basic bread from. And once a big thing to be said about when you're learning how to bake bread, and this is for Tipa and for everybody else, is that the way that you can tell that a bread has the right amount of water in it, don't actually look too hard at the recipe. There is a texture that the dough will have that is the right texture, where it is neither sticky nor dry. If it is sticking really easily to your hands, there's too much water. If it is like dry looking and like breaks easily, there's not enough water. There's a texture in between that is smooth, and you will just learn how to feel it. So like you will probably make 2 or 3 breads that are too wet or too dry before you get it right, but like you'll figure it out pretty quickly.
Would you say it's like Play-Doh?
Yeah, it's kind of Play-Doh-y. Yeah,
okay. See?
Yeah,
Easy.
it's kind of Play-Doh-y. Yeah, and I'd say don't worry too much about what the recipe says, because depending on how humid your local conditions are will change it pretty significantly.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Thank you. I really appreciate the tips, you know? I guess it's something, you know, you like consider, and then it's like, gotta do it. But yeah.
I love to share this stuff. This is stuff I love. This is stuff I absolutely
You're
love.
like, this is my passion. I'm like, yes!
Yeah.
I love hearing passions.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, our next question isn't related to food. It's actually related to Travel! Alright, if you could go anywhere, where and why, no limitations, could be where everyone else is expecting, but out of pure what?
Socotra.
I'm so uncultured in geography-wise, you will have to enlighten me.
Okay, Socotra is an island off of the Horn of Africa.
Oh.
It is tiny. Google image search Socotra. And I'll spell it. Socotra. And the plants are just so weird. That's why. The plants are just so weird.
I'm like, looking, I'm like, oh.
It's so strange looking and so unique.
I've seen these trees, but like in Zelda.
yeah. It's
I'm like, oh, huh.
It is pretty difficult to travel there at the moment.
Oh, I would understand why. Yes.
Yeah. Up to a third of the plant life is unique to the island.
Oh, cute. I do hope you get the opportunity to travel to it because it looks gorgeous, you know? Gorgeous, so untouched.
Gorgeous. I tend to travel for old ruins, though. That's actually like my favorite thing. I was in Japan recently. I just spent the whole time going to temples and museums. Like that's like all I just like. Just like people are like, oh, how did you enjoy Akihabara? I'm like, why would I go to Akihabara?
Yeah. Have you ever been though? Like I think it's like a one. Like you could do it once. At least you try everything once, and then you're like, oh, yeah, I could go back.
I went to Akihabara almost 30 years ago.
See, brothers, one and done.
But yeah, I would happily go to Kiyomizu-dera like a dozen more times, or Nijojo or something like that. So like the place that I have not been to that has some of my favorite architecture that I really would like to see is the Yucatan.
Oh.
Those old Mayan castles and temples.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'd love to see that. I'd like to see the Ark of Bukhara. Which would be that's a really cool fortress. Oh, and I want to see Xi'an. I really want to go to Xi'an in China. I really, really want to go to Xi'an.
Oh.
Those walls of Xi'an are incredible. Xi'an's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And if you're ever in New York, there is a Xi'anese restaurant chain that is like one of the best restaurants you're going to go to in New York. Unless you have the cilantro thing. If you have the cilantro thing, it might be one of the worst ones you'll ever go to. But if you don't have the cilantro soap thing, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Xi'an's Famous Foods. It's a chain that, as far as I know, has not escaped New York yet, and it's incredible. It's worth going to. It's you can have a decent sized meal for as of 2024, $6.
$6? Oh my gosh! All right, field trip to New York. Let's go! Let's go!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, okay. So those are like the locations I'd really like to go to. I think if I'm really cool. I said Socotra because that's like kind of like the insane meme answer, and the fact that like it's almost impossible for me to get there makes me kind of go like, oh, now I want to go even more. I think Xi'an is probably the actual answer though. I think Xi'an's probably the actual answer.
You'll definitely have more to do there. I'm like comparing the two, like an island, China.
I do like hiking. I am still capable of hiking.
You'll be capable of hiking for a long time. Do not worry.
Yeah. They've got cool caves. And caves are fun. I've been in some cool caves before. And that's my answer. Yeah.
Oh no, you're so.
I've actually never been to Mexico at all, which is kind of goofy for an American. We only border two countries.
I know. I feel yeah. Soon, maybe? Question mark. We'll see what happens in the next decade. We'll see what happens in the next decade. decade, okay? Anyway. Whoa, gamer, look at this question. My next question for you is, what is your go-to fun drink? It could be like coffee, tea, boba.
For non-alcoholic, it's rooibos.
Rooibos.
Rooibos. It's a type of tea. It's a South African tea. It's my go-to because it's non-caffeinated.
Oh yeah, you did mention that.
Yeah, I'm not good with caffeine. There's like a 30% chance when I have caffeine that I'll just fall asleep immediately.
Oh
no! So, it's not like a great thing where it's like a 30% chance I fall asleep and like a 30% chance I'm like wired and jittery. Like it's like it's like not good to take those gambles. If I've got like an exhaustion headache, it's like reliably will make me feel better. But if I'm not already having an exhaustion headache, it's like I don't know what's gonna happen. I do like oolong the most in terms of flavor. I love oolong tea, but like the caffeine in it makes me pretty avoidant of it. Rooibos though I love a lot. It has a nice like earthy flavor. It's pretty accessible. It's pretty easy to find rooibos. That and barley tea are the two like really non-caffeinated teas that are really reliable to find. Alcohol-wise, I don't think this will surprise anybody. I'm an IPAs guy.
You're like, Anne.
I'm an IPA guy. I like my IPAs. I like my beers to be bitter and strong. I also very stereotypically like Scotch. I like Scotch and mezcal. Very stereotypical of me.
No, not stereotypical. On brand.
Yeah, on brand. I do not like Malort. I like subjecting other people to Malort. There is a VTuber who actually likes Malort. Professor Bloom actually likes Malort.
Actually,
he just unironically enjoys it.
Gosh. I will have to humor it, and I'll also report back to you, be like, huh? What?
Malort's nasty stuff. Malort is...
Yeah, but that's what they say about my go-to fun little Puerto Rican drink, Malta, which is non-alcoholic. It's just a malt beverage. And people are like, oh, it's so similar to beer. And I get other people to try and they absolutely hate it. I'm like, no, this is so good. So I wonder if Malort is very similar. I'll have to experiment a little bit. But I'm just saying.
I'm willing to check out Malta. Oh, the Goya makes it. Okay, I can probably find that.
Yeah, I love Malta.
Non-alcoholic malt drink. I've enjoyed most of the weird Latin American drinks I've had. Like I said, is it horchata? Horchata.
Horchata, yeah.
Horchata's great.
Oh yeah, it's so tasty.
Horchata's great. Like I said, I like mezcal. I want to try pulce one of these days. Pulce. It's like a beer made from agave.
Oh, agave does that? Sorry, I'm like, what?
Well, I mean, it ferments, right? Like in order to make tequilas, tequila is, is fermented and then distilled from agave, right?
Oh.
So like that's how you make whiskey, right? Whiskey is from wheat. You ferment wheat and then you make it into whiskey. If you do the beer making process on agave, you basically get pulce. That's basically the TLDR on it, right? Like, wheat into beer, into whiskey, agave into pulce, into tequila.
I feel so cultured. I'm like, I actually really didn't know.
I might be pronouncing it horribly wrong. I don't speak Nahuatl, so I'm just guessing.
You're like, tea. Oh my goodness. If you're looking, by the way, for the Root Boys tea, apparently Watch says they have the apple cinnamon one that they really like. So if you ever want to experiment with flavors, or if you're like, yeah, that's my favorite too.
I like it pure. I like it straight. But yeah. So it's.
I hear it. So good.
Yeah, your go-to is this Malta.
If I had to choose a fun drink, I guess it'd be Malta. But I like Thai tea a lot, actually.
Oh, I love Thai tea. I love that earthiness to it.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And I just have a sweet tooth. So sorry. I don't go too much with bitter, but condensed milk and tea is like absolutely super duper tasty to me. So I'm like, yes.
Okay.
But yeah.
I was just making a sick when you said sweet tooth.
Oh, I don't really drink a lot of sodas.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's a nice sweet treat. Like, ooh, soda. Oh, okay, anyway.
Coke is like my medicinal when I just like feel terrible. Like
No, that's ginger ale for me, brother.
It helps settle my stomach. It helps clear headaches from exhaustion. And it's the only problem is like the smallest Cokes you can ever buy are still too damn big.
Like the mini ones.
I want like a 5-ounce Coke.
I hope they come out with that for you then. No worries,
They're not going to. I'm happy enough when I can get my hands on the 8-ounce Cokes.
You're a gamer. You know, speaking of fun drinks and fun things, what is, for our next question, your favorite game? This could be a, game that's like changed your life, or a game that you maybe like recommend to others, like hands down, you need to try this one game.
So this is kind of funny because I know that there are 2 people in chat who can answer this immediately for me.
Oh, okay, 2 people
I know
come out of the
Emperor's Armpits knows
shadows.
it immediately. And I'm pretty sure Nando knows it as well.
Oh.
Let's see if they're gonna respond.
Drumroll, please. What is Amantis' favorite game? This is actually Who Wants to Be a Gaollionaire for those in chat. You have about less than a minute to answer.
Audience participation round on my favorite game. And I mean, like I said, I usually struggle with favorites, but this is one where I don't. This is one where like
You're like,
I know
hands down.
I know this one pretty clearly. I end up going back to it pretty regularly.
Oh.
It was okay. I guess they may have stepped away for the moment. So it's the King of Dragon Pass.
King? Oh, I've been googling it. Too much pressure. Oh no! Oh no! King of Dragon Pass.
Yes, the King of Dragon Pass. It is a fantasy strategy role-playing game where set in an insane fantasy universe, a very insane high fantasy universe that had been used for TTRPGs and war games since the 1970s. And then they made a video game set in it in the 90s. And the premise of it is that you are playing as the leadership of a clan of magical Bronze Age Vikings. We are talking about the level of magic where if you act like the god of storms, you get some of his power, which translates into if you are really good at partying and womanizing, you can fly and shoot lightning out of your eyes.
Brother, say no more.
And in this context, in a world where this is part of just like the fabric of reality, you are playing as the leadership of a clan of about 1,000 people, making decisions about stuff like how much wheat versus barley are we going to farm this year? And a dinosaur has come up to us and asked us, what is the greatest virtue? What do we tell them? And 2 people are getting divorced and the wife is demanding unreasonable terms. How do we deal with the disputed claim? And 2 farmers are claiming that somebody moved a boundary stone between their lands. And they're requesting a duel to the death. Do you let them do it, or do you make them apologize?
They can do it. They can do whatever, man.
There are ducks. You have met some ducks. How much do you mug them for? A vampire is abducting people.
No way.
It's insane. It's insane.
It is insane. And if you guys want to experience insanity, it's actually 85% off right now for $1.79.
Yeah, it's $1.75 for a game so this is a revival, right? Because this game was released in the 90s, and for solidly over a decade, the only way you could get it was to mail a letter to the developer, and he would burn a copy and mail it back to you.
The good old days.
So the fact that this got revived is insane.
Look, listen, with the amount of love that person put into it, it deserves to still be alive.
I'm so glad it is, and they're making sequels.
Yeah, they're making. Oh my gosh.
I have not played all of the sequels. I've only played Ride Like the Wind. I have not played Lights Going Out. And actually, so technically not streaming, but it was my first streamer-like experience was King of Dragon Pass. When I at one of my universities, they had, they just kind of let you use the classrooms when nobody else was using them. They didn't lock them down at night.
Oh, good.
And me and my friends went into one of these classrooms that, they just left open for kids to like study in or watch movies in.
Yeah.
And we put King of Dragon Pass up on the projector, and I had already played it a lot, so I was kind of the MC, and then my friends would, debate and discuss and vote on what to do.
Oh, honestly, that sounds like a fun, memorable time to be like, yeah, I used to do this. And I'm like reading the descriptions, like, thanks to nearly 600 interactive scenes. I'm like, oh my gosh, how long were you guys there for?
You will almost certainly not see all 600 scenes in one game.
Oh, no, not at all.
Especially because some of the things that you see, you will only see if you have already lost the game and you're in a doomed world.
Oh, they just let you continue playing in a Doom world. How fun and kind of them.
Yeah. It's also really interesting. I think it's also been really interesting to see the community that's grown up around it. I am something of a slight heretic in the strategy of the game, because the goal of the game is that somebody is going to become the King of Dragon Pass. I don't think this qualifies as a spoiler.
Whoa,
it's called the King of Dragon Pass.
Whoa, spoiler! Whoa, title drop! Whoa! Yeah,
there's a person who will become the King of Dragon Pass, and your goal is to be the clan that person is from.
Oh. It
This
doesn't have to be you. Okay. Sure, increase the odds.
It doesn't have to be one of your members of your clan leadership, although it certainly helps. You are playing as like an abstract concept. What you are actually playing as is like the abstract consensus of what these 7 people decide to do. They can all die. In fact, very likely that all of the starting characters will die.
But the game will continue. Oh, of old age. Okay.
Yeah. Very, very likely that none of them will live to the end of the game.
Okay.
Because they'll just because of the length of the game. And the your goal is to be the clan that this comes from, and this means like you need to be somewhat wealthy and powerful for like bribing people to vote for them and stuff like that. But you don't actually need to be that strong.
You just have to survive. You have to be witty.
So I tend to favor strategies that are not the highest throughput, but are the least likely to get you completely murdered in the early game when things are very fragile. So I tend to win the game with relatively small clans that have relatively few cows. Cows are wealth. Cows are wealth. Epic fantasy means fantasy about cows.
Okay, I was just like, where'd the cows come in? That's like...
No, the cows are so critical. They're so critical. They're real wealth. They're real wealth. Silver is fleeting. Cows are real. Magic is temporary. Cows are real.
Cows are real. me in the next 5 years right now. All right. Okay. Oh my goodness.
Completely insane game. It's absolutely my favorite. It's one of my favorite stories about it was I had a friend who I have a story of 2 friends who played this game. One friend is like a tournament, regularly wins board game tournaments, is like a top ranked player in multiple different board games.
Okay, pop off.
Very, very serious game. Very, very serious gamer.
Gosh.
Playing board games with him is often an exercise in frustration because he usually can play my board better than I can while he's beating me. And I'm just like, I don't even need to be here. This guy could just solitaire the entire thing and he'd get a better score than me. But he's incredibly skilled at most video games. And I gave him I got him to play this game, and he lost and lost and lost and lost. He got creamed. And another friend of mine had never played a video game before.
Yeah.
And he asked me, what's a good video game?
And you're like, this one.
King of Dragon Pass.
King of Dragon Pass, yeah.
And I said, all I'm going to tell you is that you should just try to role play as if you are a magical Bronze Age Viking, right? As if these values are real, as if going to war just because the war god wants you to is like actually meaningful and useful. Like you should take their values seriously.
Yeah.
And he said, okay. He cleared it on his first try.
Oh my gosh.
It's the most anthropological game I've ever seen.
I did this by being a good person and had a whimsy in my heart. I just went along for the ride.
Not even a good person, just because their values are not necessarily good values. Like I said, like going to war just because like there's a giant sword floating over the center of your town, like that's an insane reason to go to war. Like,
sorry,
like,
sorry. Yeah.
We've been relaxing too much. We need to just go kill some people.
It's
is
like,
insanity from my perspective, but it's completely coherent for this culture.
Yeah, it's like this is normal. I'm so normal right now.
This is part of the culture, right? Like, and so, yeah, a completely insane world. And I love it. It is to anthropology what Outer Wilds is to archaeology.
Oh, high praise, high comparison.
It's my favorite game. I am including Outer Wilds. This game beats Outer Wilds for me. Outer Wilds is up there for me, but this is number one. King of Dragon Pass is number one. Outer Wilds is like top 5, but this is number 1.
No, you're so good. I'll definitely have to consider. I don't think anyone can beat the price of $1.75 for the experience that you're describing right now. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'll humor it. But oh gosh, gamer, I have actually one last question for you, and then we actually have to go take another ad break. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I need to use the bathroom. So
oh god. Okay. So you know what? This one might be very easy to answer. You could just say going to the bathroom, but.
What you got for me? What you got for me, buddy?
All right, last question. What is something that you're excited about? It could be a personal thing you like to share, streaming related, a milestone, a little celebration. What are you most excited about that you like to share?
I mean, so honestly, I just got back a little bit over a week ago. It's like a week and change. I was traveling for like almost 2 months. I am honestly quite excited to be back in my routine and to like be like back in my general calibration of like I stream regularly. I've got a writing output for my other job, and I'm cooking regularly. I'm excited for those things. Flea Flicker, I actually pulled off something completely fucking nuts, which was on my flight to Japan. I rescheduled my flight to leave to take one of those 10 hours earlier, and that caused me to be on the last flight out of the airport I was at. If I had stayed even like 2 hours later, I would have been stranded.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I dodged the big winter storm. I've dodged almost every big storm for like 20 years. I've been I have been incredibly skilled at dodging hurricanes and blizzards.
Like, secret weather radar built into you. What the actual heck?
That was also one of those things I was thinking. I was like, do I really want to like leave like right fucking now?
Yes.
I want like another like day to pack. And I was like, if I don't, I might risk breaking my streak. But there is a game I'm excited about, which is Opus Magnum, which is like the only game I ever feel like I've been good at, is having an expansion pack come out this month.
Oh, congratulations! We were talking a little bit about it before stream, but I was like, what is this game? And you were describing it like it was like a coding, quotation marks game.
Yeah. It's functionally a graphical wrapper for assembly programming. For assembly language, it's a very strange game. Zachtronics is like that. But yeah, they're having an expansion come out on the 17th.
Let's go, brother! 16 more days. Let's do it.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. So those are the basic ones. I think we can cut the ads.
Cut the ads out! No! All right, no worries. All right, no, you're so good. All right, I'm about to learn assembly. No, the heck I'm not. But you can join Amontis. and you can do that together, because apparently that's the game he's good at, and you will learn so much more from him. Thank you so much for being here, Cubs. All right, let's go ahead and VRoid and get this 3-minute ad break out of the way. Please use this time to stand up and stretch, hydrate, eat, and drink something super duper yummy. When we come back, we'll come back to the trivia, to the Who Wants to Be a Gaollionaire questions, all right? But we'll see you in 3 whole hecky minutes. Bye! Bye, 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 bye! Bye!
Bye.
Gao!
Hello!
Whoa, wait, Amontis, wait. Can you do your best Gao?
Gao?
Gao! Let's go! Let's go! Anyway, Kyle, morning, afternoon, Gao, evening. Thank you so much, everyone in the audience. Thank you so much for your patience. I appreciate you all very, very, very much. Thank you also so much for the welcome backs. If you're just coming on in, welcome. We're doing another episode, and not just any episode, but the 21st episode of Who Wants to Be a Gaollionaire. I'm your host, Tipanya, and I'm here with my super duper duper special guest.
Hello, I am Almantas. I am a former professor of sociology, a current VTuber, an old man who loves old things. I mostly do calligraphy. And I am here answering trivia questions.
Let's go.
This is what I do for my friends.
Because the spare cat told me to.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I really do appreciate your time and all that. Pretty much.
Of course.
This has been so fun. We got to yap a little bit. We did the introduction, we did some icebreakers, and now I think it's time that we get started on our game show. So, quickly before we get started though, let me explain to our guests at home of how the game's gonna work. So, Who Wants to Be a Gaollionaire is based off the TV show, the television show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So the show is a quiz competition with contestants testing their smarts to win the holy amount of 5 whole hecking dollars by answering a series of multiple choice questions that are usually increasing in difficulty. For Amanta's sake, though, it might be a little scattered, but you'll be fine.
It's all good.
So good.
It is all good. I am comfortable with scattered. I am comfortable with chaotic.
Okay.
These are fine as far as I am concerned.
Okay.
All right. What's it? So you said there were more rules.
Yeah, so basically, not necessarily rules, but just to let you know, if you do get stuck on any of the questions, you do have 3 lifelines if you do get stuck. So you actually see them right here under our beautiful logo. We have our first one, which is phone a friend, which will get a friend on the line to help answer the question you may be stuck with. We have Ask the Audience, that's you, where we'll get a poll that's going to be made out to see which answer gets the highest vote. And then we also have 50-50, where 2 inappropriate answers will be blacked out. So you, not Amontis, but you, chat, as the audience, won't be allowed to do any backseating, so please do not state what you believe is to be the right answer. You will be timed out in extreme cases, and in more extreme cases, you will be banned. But now that that's all settled, out of the way, and spoken into existence, Amontis, are you ready to become our next Gaollionaire?
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it, Tippa. Let's do it. Let's do this.
Let's do it! Alright. Let's bring out the dramatic lines. Da-dung! Let me mute our background music. Da-dung! And let us get started on our first question for 1 whole penny.
Okay. Good. A penny. Okay.
A 1 whole penny, your lucky penny. So Amontis, for 1 whole penny, what is the main ingredient that causes bread to rise? Is it A, salt, B, yeast, C, oil, or D, sugar?
So I'm going to give you because I like to waste time. I'm going to give the audience a little bit of a fun piece of knowledge here, which is that she did not put in the tricky option. The tricky option would have been flour, because what you need is actually gluten in order for bread to rise. Not all flours will rise. Rice flour will not rise, and very importantly and historically well known, rye flour will not rise. If you make rye bread, you need to mix in wheat or some form of vital wheat gluten in order to create it, because part of the rising needs the protein.
Yeah, but why is it called rye? What? Rye for rising. It doesn't rise.
That's a great question. That's a great question.
Just kidding. Go. Sorry.
The salt is actually, strictly speaking, slightly necessary, because otherwise the texture of the dough will be all weird. But the actual ingredient is yeast.
All right. Are you saying that yeast is your final answer?
B, yeast.
B, yeast. You would be correct. Congratulations, gamer. You see? Of course. No, it's so easy. Like I said, it's usually increasing difficulty. And you just have a few more questions to go. Quick math. 13 more questions before you become our 21st Gaollionaire. Yippee! Yippee!
Yippee, yippee, yippee. Okay.
So yippee-ki-yay cowboy. Let's go ahead and we'll move on to our next question that's worth 25 cents. For 25 cents, in origami, the traditional origami crane symbolizes what? Is it A, wealth, B, travel, C, peace, or D, misfortune?
Oh. Huh, I usually associate it with health.
Oh.
With health. But let's think a little bit more about this. Cranes, I also associate them with like wishes. But they do have a couple of other options, a couple of other things they symbolize. And so longevity, I'm thinking a little bit here about the concept of I think I'm going to go out on a limb here and go with peace.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good to me. You know, you did mention one of the words longevity, and actually it was blank and longevity, but I just picked the first part of that word. So I was like, oh, technically you would have gotten it immediately, but yeah. Whoopsie, sorry. I just didn't want to put two answers in one. But I just want to double check.
It would have taken up too much space. It would have taken up too much space.
It would have taken, yeah, I want these questions to be short as I write the longest question known to mankind eventually. But I just want to confirm. C, your final answer?
C, final answer.
Let's go! Peace out! I was gonna say peace out home skillet, but you are correct with that. I was trying to keep it as different choices as possible because I'm like, yeah, wealth sounds great, but that's not really cranes. Travel, what does that mean? I was just making my own wishes. And misfortune is definitely super duper wrong, but you know, I saw that you did a little bit of origami or had interest in it, so I had to incorporate at least one question.
Origami, yeah.
One question. All my research, it's paying off. All right, gamer. Again, these questions only get harder.
They only get harder. They only get harder.
The last two are typically harder, but I always have to say, they always get harder. But for our next question, third question for 50 whole cents, doubling the odds, the classic sci-fi novel Frankenstein was written by who? Was it A, H.G. Wells, B, Mary Shelley, C, Edgar Allan Poe, or D, H.P. Lovecraft?
Chatterinski, my Chattingtons, for the love of God, read Frankenstein. If you like science fiction or murder mysteries and noir or ghost stories and horror, read Frankenstein. It is actually way more interesting than you think it is. I thought I knew what was going on from like cultural osmosis, right? Because I didn't read Frankenstein until a couple years ago. I assumed that I knew everything that was going to be happening in Frankenstein because there's so much cultural osmosis around it, and it's just this 19th century novel, and so on. No, it is so much better than it looks. It is so much better. It's like a genuinely shockingly good book that holds up incredibly well for modern taste. And I've gotten like at least 5 people in my own audience to read it by saying this, and every single one of them is like, oh yeah, no, it was this. Well, Montes was not overselling it. And this is actually kind of a funny note about the fact that like I only read it a few years ago. I had read several works by the author's mother.
Oh.
Wollstonecraft. Wollstonecraft is a pretty famous author in her own right, as a feminist author, as a feminist nonfiction writer. So I had to read her for sociology courses in graduate school. Which is to say, I'm very confident that the author of Frankenstein is Mary Shelley.
Hey, I won't confirm you. We'll just go ahead and reveal the answer to B. Ta-da! You are absolutely correct. You know, I was curious. So what inspired you to read Frankenstein a few years ago?
I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know what led me to be like, now is the time. I have been putting this off for too long. It is the time for me to get Frankenstein killed. I don't know what led to me making that decision. I may have... It might have been that I have a bit of an interest in the history of colonialism. I shouldn't say a bit, a lot of an interest in the history of colonialism.
Mhm.
And there's a really deep tie between the practice of colonialism and science fiction as a genre. In particular, like all of the space exploration books and movies are all derived. Like, there's a very, very clear, straightforward lineage between something like Star Wars and something like King Solomon's Mines, which is a 19th century British novel about some British guys who go to South Africa and they find legendary King Solomon's lost mines and blah, 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 go on adventures. So there's actually a very straightforward, clear lineage between these stories about exploring like jungles and exploring deserts and exploring Antarctica and the Arctic, and then space exploration. And there's also a very clear lineage between it's like the War of the Worlds, right? Is this invasion story, right? There's a very clear lineage between War of the Worlds and the Battle of Dorking, which is really just War of the Worlds but Germans instead of aliens. Really, it's fundamentally that. It is a story about, it's a British story about, like, you know, because Germany was rising in power in the early 20th century very rapidly, and British people were really anxious about being conquered by Germany, and this was part of what led to World War One, right? Was like British fears of Germany, and German fears of Britain. And so the Battle of Dorking was this novel, not really novel, short story about, like, oh no, you know, England has been conquered by the continental enemy. It's clearly intended to be Germany, and like we're being forced to eat schnitzel and stuff like that. And
Oh no.
there's a very straightforward lineage between that and like these invasion narratives. But Frankenstein is usually considered the first sci-fi novel.
Yes, yes.
And the lineage between Frankenstein and colonial stories is not actually that straightforward. Because Frankenstein, if you've read Mary Shelley's foreword to Frankenstein, from her perspective is a ghost story.
I mean, I feel like that's how they like present it. It's like, oh, you know, ooh, spooky. Unless there's a different definition of ghosts.
No, it's a horror story. It's intended to, she wrote it intended to. It was they were snowed in the Swiss Alps. Her, Mary Shelley, and Percy Bryce Shelley, and Lord Byron, and I guess they got tired of laudanum-fueled orgies, and they decided to write some stories to see who could write like a good scary story. And Frankenstein was Mary Shelley's contribution to the contest, and I don't even know what the other two wrote, so clearly she did
She did a good job. Yeah, timeless classic. She'll be so proud.
Yeah. So that's the only one that doesn't have this like obvious like colonialism legacy to it, and so I was kind of interested in like seeing like the lineage of this part of science fiction, and there's actually an extent to which it makes me kind of mad.
Why?
Well, because like once you read Frankenstein and its spiritual sequel, Rossum's Universal Robotics, which is where the word robot comes from.
Oh, Robo fun fact.
You get it's a Czech play. Rossum's Universal Robotics, RUR. I can't remember his name because I can't spell it because it's a Czech name. So, it's once you read those two stories, it like you're just like, oh, like every sci-fi story that's actually been published in the last 100 years. Capek, thank you. Every like Blade Runner and like Ex Machina and stuff are so boring by comparison to the originals. There's so much. There's somehow like normally you think like later derivatives will like be more interesting, and instead no, they're just like rehashes of the first act of Rossum's Universal Robotics. It drives me insane. Like you guys are not nearly as interesting as the originals. Why?
No, I'll definitely have to check it out. I'm not gonna lie, I did watch Blade Runner on like on an airplane, and I was like, I'm so curious because, you know, people have high praise, they like it, you know, they like the looks, the visuals, the aesthetic. I cannot tell you what the story was, but I could see where the memes came from. I was like, whoa, Oh, yeah, that's him. Oh, look, the two memes from this movie. Yeah, Ryan Gosling, yay.
The two memes from the movie, yeah.
Yay, yay. What's the story?
What's the story? Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it's only 2048. Yeah, maybe. I'm sorry.
2049, I think, was... I mean, the plot of Blade Runner 1 is there are special robots that only live for like 2 years, but are like super scary and powerful in those 2 years. And but they also get programmed to have memories as if they had an entire human life before they were made. Oh no. And one of them has gotten to Earth, which they're not supposed to be allowed to do because they're super scary and super strong.
Yeah.
And Harrison Ford has been tasked with hunting them down and murdering them.
The one robot on Earth?
Well, I mean, he's like there's this apparently like a recurring problem. Like it's a recurring problem, and you know they're super humanoid. They're super good facsimiles of humans. They're just way stronger and faster and stuff like that. But they die super young. So like they're very scary to the humans, and he's a human detective who has been tasked with chasing them down and murdering them. And like a non-trivial part of the plot is this kind of like ambiguity around like, because you can program a robot to have an entire memory of as if they were a human, that means like you can't actually use your own memories as evidence that you are not yourself one of these robots. Right?
Yeah, no, right. But it's just like, you see, oh.
I can't be a robot because I clearly I remember growing up in San Francisco and like having a loving father.
Yeah.
Like it's like no, we programmed you to have those memories.
It's like, no, you didn't. These are very real and lifelike. What do you mean? Huh?
And that's kind of interesting, but it's mostly kind of like honestly, the sets are the sets are like way more interesting. I think they have like a much bigger effect than the actual movie.
I'll definitely have to look into it and see, because that is actually really, really interesting. Oh my goodness. What is the word? A story, but that's not the word I want to see. Premise! A really interesting premise. Yeah. I'm like, but, really, really quick, going back to the Frankenstein thing, not necessarily the questions. I know you're talking about having a book club a little bit before stream, but it looks like you got some cubs hooked. It looks like they're also going to go ahead and read some Frankenstein on your behalf, on your honor. And also we might dig in more into the robotic story as well.
Victory for the literacy recommender.
I can't believe it. I can't believe your book club is starting up next week again. Let's go. Oh goodness, but yeah, just no one, not even yourself. Sorry, gamers. Sorry you had to find out during this Gaollionaire stream. Oh goodness. But gamer, good job getting your third question complete. Are you ready for our next one?
Yeah. I'm ready. We're averaging about 10 minutes a question. Sounds good to me.
You're so good. Take as long as you need, brother.
I'm loving it. Let's go.
You're so good. Let me go ahead and do the little transition right here. Bow, 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 bow. So it plays music, I promise. I'm so sorry you can't hear it, but just believe me. Be like, yeah, it's playing music. Let's go. All right.
I believe you.
So, for 75 cents, in the exploration game Outer Wilds, approximately how long is each time loop? Is it A, 12 minutes, B, 18 minutes, C, 22 minutes, or D, 30 minutes?
Well, this is a funny psychology thing here, right? That we're witnessing happening, which is, if you had asked me this without giving me the multiple choices, I know what I would have said.
Oh, yeah? And you would have said?
I would have said 22 minutes.
Okay.
I'm still pretty sure it's 22 minutes, but now all of a sudden I'm like, is it 22 minutes? Am I crazy? I'm pretty sure it's 22 minutes.
No, you're not crazy. No.
I'm pretty sure it's 22 minutes. which I mostly it's so hard to like say what I want to say because I'm like, oh my god, am I going to spoil Outer Wilds for people? Folks, if you haven't played Outer Wilds,
It's on sale.
pause the stream, go play it right now, and come back.
Yeah, come back. Sorry. Thank you for being here, but goodbye. Goodbye.
Oh yeah, I loved playing Outer Wilds, and I played it before I streamed, but I didn't play the expansion until after I started streaming.
And how's the expansion for you? I've heard like overall it's good, but some people are like, oh, it became more a little bit horror. I haven't played it.
So here's what I think. Here's a thought that I have had for a while with Outer Wilds. I think that as a rule, there might be some people this is not true for, but I think for most people, there is at least one part of Outer Wilds that scares the crap out of them.
In general or in that DLC?
In general. In general.
Okay.
So for me, it was Dark Bramble.
Yeah.
I did not enjoy my time on Dark Bramble.
No, I went there first.
I actually did go there first, but then I didn't go back because I couldn't figure out what to do there. And beating Dark Bramble actually took me much longer than clearing Dark Bramble took me much longer than any other planet, even though I don't even think it's the most complicated planet, because it stressed me out so much.
Yeah, it sucked. It really did suck.
Yeah, yeah, brutal one. But what's interesting is that like Dark Bramble I think is the most common answer. But I think other people I know other people who have other ones. My little brother could not beat the game. Because of Giant Steep.
Why?
He's not good with water.
Oh no!
He's got bad thalassophobia. And I have one friend who has like a particular thing about black holes. And so Brittle Hollow actually disturbed him way more than Dark Bramble.
You know, it's like things you don't consider. You're like, yeah, that's just space, you know? And it's like, oh. Well,
yeah,
it's more than that.
Brittle Hollow did give me some like bad vertigo periodically. I do know a person for whom it was definitely the twins. I do know a person for whom it was the twins. They were very bothered by being buried alive.
Yeah, I would be too. I mean, that's a personal preference, though. You know, we all have them. I also don't want to be buried alive, but no, I'm not gonna lie. The game is quirky like that. You know, honestly, I just played it recently, within the past year. This year, actually, I'm pretty sure. Unless my brain is like, oh. And the only like downside of that game is that it gave me extreme motion sickness. I know you're mentioning the vertigo. I'm like, oh my gosh, that game was like, ooh, but it was worth pushing through.
I think. So with the expansion, the expansion involves a lot less like 3D space travel.
Okay.
Which is something I actually love.
Yeah.
I actually really like Hard Space Shipbreaker. I really like that. I really like doing the 3D space stuff. I think you will like it. I think that depending on what you're scared by, the expansion might be pretty scary. I know that I was not, and I figured out several of the major puzzle mechanics by just YOLOing and trying out things, and I know that at least one of them I had said to Chad, I was like, oh yeah, let's try that. And somebody was like, what is wrong with you? Why did you even try that?
Yeah, but did you get it?
I did, but they were just like, I was way too. Everybody's like, several people like, I would be way too scared to even attempt that without being told to do it. So I am interested in seeing how you like it. It is a little bit tonally different. I don't think this qualifies as very much of a spoiler, but right, like you are a Hearthian.
Yeah.
And you mostly know Hearthians and Nomai, right, through their writings. The DLC involves people who have some pretty different attitudes than the Hearthians kind of like YOLO. The Hearthians are very like YOLO as a people, and the Nomai are pretty are extremely curious.
Yeah.
So that's the lens I tended to view it through. I was very anthropological about it. But yeah, it's 22 minutes. See, 22 minutes.
You're like, auntie. Okay, all right. Well, yeah. Gamer, you're not crazy or anything because you are correct. Yeah.
I remember that music so well. I can hear it. I can hear it right now.
Oh. No, the game's so memorable that way. Yeah.
One of the best parties I went to several years ago. Mm-hmm. The whole theme of the party was everybody got stoned and we listened to the Outer Wilds vinyl.
I mean, that's probably the best music, honestly. I'm not gonna lie.
Great.
It's good. It's so good. The music is so solid. Except obviously stressing out when your time loop is almost done. It's like, oh god.
There's definitely a point where like after a while I definitely did get used to like, oh, it's that time to go find a good place to sit and watch it happen.
No, literally every time it happened, I was like speed reading the reading because I'll get to an area finally, and it took me 20 minutes to get there, and I just hear the music. I'm like, I need to read as fast as I can. I don't want to come back here. I don't want to come back here. So it was definitely more quirky and stressful, but yeah, sometimes it was peaceful to be like, yep, this is it. Let's just do this again. Even faster now.
My favorite one was hearing the music while I was inside the Sun Station.
Oh, you're just right there. God, I'm sorry.
Just right there, and you got those skeletons that are looking at through the viewport at it.
Yeah, it's like that's gonna be me. That's gonna be me. But there's nothing left actually, so it's not gonna be me, but it could be.
But I'm joining some people.
Yeah, you're in good company. Smile.
Yeah.
Oh, but no worries, gamer. Congratulations on getting this question correct. Did you know that we're gonna go ahead and move on to our 3 digits? You're moving on to the big numbers,
oh my goodness,
baby.
I cannot believe 3 whole digits.
I know, for $1 whole. This is crazy, insane. How can the questions get increasingly harder? Who knows? Only me, but my memory's bad, so next question!
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know that you do.
I don't know, but you know what I do know, maybe, for $1 whole? Which tool is traditionally used in Western calligraphy? Is it A, a brush pen, B, a ballpoint, C, a drip nib pen, or D, a mechanical pencil?
The funniest part about this is that even if I didn't know the answer, I would probably be able to guess what the correct answer was by which one you had trouble pronouncing.
No, sorry, it was this dyslexia, being like, ooh, the P and the B, ooh, and another P, oh!
Well, it's also clearly like the word you're unfamiliar with, and you're talking about a specialized tool, so it's going to be the one you're less familiar with.
No, brother, ballpoint is ballin'. It's the meta now.
Well, actually, I was going to just. I know the answer. Before I say the answer, because I'm enjoying this. All of these can be used for calligraphy, in various ways. The thing that's actually kind of interesting is that Roman Times New Roman, right, is derived from Roman chiseling scripts, from like the Roman chisel writing that you'll see. Roman epigraphy is the fancy word for it.
Roman, okay.
Epigraphy, and the. Those are actually brush scripts. The Roman script that is done with a reed stylus, which is a traditional calligraphy tool, is called rustica, and it does not look like Times New Roman. It looks quite different. It's much faster. And if you are trying to learn broad pen techniques, like which is what I do, you can use a mechanical pencil or a ballpoint, but what you do in that case, and it's a very dumb trick and it's very silly, is you take 2 of them and you tape them together. So you have 2 parallel lines, and then you get an outline of the calligraphy you're trying to do.
Wow. So innovative.
It's a very goofy technique.
Oh my goodness.
And there are some modern calligraphy styles that use a brush pen. But this is all to evade the answer that the answer is in fact C, dip nib.
Are you saying that because it's the least familiar, or because I had trouble saying, or because you're like, yeah, this is it? Or
I do calligraphy for a living. You're just
like, it's fine. It's fine. Okay.
I am confident.
Okay.
Though there are dip nibs that you cannot use for calligraphy.
Oh, why is that?
Okay, so what makes something a dip is not actually like what makes something important for the type of calligraphy you are doing is what is the type of nib, which are going to be broad or pointed or brush. Those are the types of nibs. Dip is as opposed to fountain. It's how does the ink get to the end of the nib. So you can have stiff nib pens that will just make lines and will not be able to do so for the three types of calligraphy, the three broad categories. I do broad nib, which is the nib itself, as Tippa has seen in person, is wide. It does not go to a single point. It is wide, and you create variations in line width by changing the angle that you're writing on. And this is essential to calligraphy, is by changing these differences in width. Pointed nib, which is used for like the fancy like 19th century style writing that you've probably seen around. Those are done with what are called pointed. We call them pointed pen calligraphy, but they're usually called flexed nibs. The type of nib is a flex nib, and those you change it by pressure. You press the nib, and the tines at the end of the nib spread wider, and that will create your line width variation. And then you can use brushes. You can use brushes in a similar fashion, but they will have a very different appearance. They will not be nearly as sharp. But dip just refers to how does the ink get there. So a dip nib means that there's a nib at the end of a nib holder, and you're dipping it into an inkwell, which is the name of my little guy.
All together.
And so yes, but yes, it is going to be dip nib. Is going to be the answer.
All right, perfect. Let me go ahead. All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and confirm. Da-dang! Congratulations, gamer, on getting another question right. We already passed a holy amount of five-volt questions, and now we're moving on quickly already to our sixth one. So yippee!
Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
I know, so comfy, so cozy. But will this question be comfy and cozy? Let's find out. For $1.25. What is the name of the player ship in Heck Divers or Hell Divers? 2. Is it A, Edge of Liberty, B, Super Destroyer, C, Superstar, or D, Enterprise?
Superstar is very funny. I like that. So this is do you play Helldivers?
No, I actually have never launched the game before.
It's really fun. It's really fun. One of the things that I have found very funny in VTubing and streaming is that I love Helldivers, and I love games like it. I love co-op action games. I love Helldivers. I love Warframe. I love Payday. I love Deep Rock Galactic. I think they don't really fit super well with my comfy, cozy brand.
No, that's fine, because it's the Gap Moe. The Gap Moe. So you can do something different.
I think they stretch over the Gap Moe. Has been my experience.
I can keep stretching
part of it is like a little bit of a streamer problem here, a little bit of back end stuff for you folks. When you really enjoy something, sometimes you are enjoying it too much to be putting on a decent performance.
What does that mean? Whatever do you mean by that, Almontis? What do you mean? I'm having a grand time playing Overwatch on my streams, my favorite FPS game at the moment. What do you mean?
You don't get locked in. You don't just kind of just silently let the sounds of people exploding fill the air and leave chat hanging.
No, chat understands. Chat understands I'm locked in. It's fine. It's not gonna be like that all the time.
I definitely get locked in a little bit much when I play Helldivers, so it's become a game that I like to play on other people's streams. But I do love it. I love it so much. I even like the first Helldivers, which very few people seem to have played. I think it's worth a visit if you've been enjoying Helldivers. I think it's worth a revisit to go back and play the original. I love Helldivers. I think it's a very excellent piece. It's interesting to me as like one of the most nakedly political games that's out there. It's very openly and deliberately making fun of America from a European perspective, and I think us Americans can handle being taken down a peg every once in a while. I think it's fun. I think it's all in good fun. But yeah, it's a Super Destroyer.
Alright, let me go ahead and confirm that into it. Yeah, Super Destroyer. Dun dun! I was saying I could see why people compare it to Starship Troopers. Are you familiar with that?
It's very explicitly based on Starship Troopers. It's very explicit. It's actually kind of fun that in 2, much more so than in 1, the Automatons faction, much more so than the other. The other ones are like, there's a lot of references to other sci-fi in the other factions. Like the Tyranids have a lot of references to Starship Troopers, but the Automatons are references to so many different sci-fi movies. There's RoboCop. There's a RoboCop looking enemy. The default troops are very Terminator style. I'm pretty sure the automaton gunships are based on orcas from Command and Conquer Tiberian Sun. It's very interesting how many how like pastiche it is. But yeah, it is fundamentally about the sort of like ludicrous global war on terror, jingoistic doublespeak that America engaged in the early 2000s. Is very much what it's about.
Oh goodness.
It's great.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and I know some military guys who are like, yeah, this is actually one of the more accurate portrayals of how you do warfare. Which is to say, for a country like America, which is to say, you have an infantry guy who is calling in artillery and airstrikes that are ludicrously more powerful than anything he could possibly carry. And the guys are just kind of there to spot what is happening and hold territory, and not really do the fighting. I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting.
No, it is. No, 100%. Yeah. That's really cool that they grab a lot of references and how accurate they can be. But we'll go ahead and we'll move on to our next question. You know, actually, I never. You know Big Ham, right?
I do know Big Ham. I love Big Ham. I'm planning a collab with her soon.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Oh, how sweet, how cute. I know Big Ham also wanted me to play Helldivers, so I'll also report back to you when I try all these different experiences. Like, I finally did it too. I made bread, I tried this tea, and also I played Helldivers.
I am down to play Helldivers with you if you want.
Let's go!
I like Helldivers a lot.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm not that sweaty when I play Helldivers. I'm only moderately sweaty.
Okay, I'm moderately sweating in general, but like, I don't know if you just have to be patient with me with a new game. I'll try my best. Okay.
Oh, of course, I'm bad. Come on, I taught remedial adult education. I can be.
You're just like, it's fine. I have all the patience in the world.
If you've seen me play Dark Souls,
yeah,
I have all the patience in the world.
Like, I have to dig in more. What do you mean? Just like all the boss battles and the retrying, or?
I am the worst Dark Souls player.
Oh.
The worst one. I am so bad. I failed the tutorial 123 times.
Oh. See, I can't say much because I'm only familiar with the tutorial for Dark Souls 3 and like Elden Ring.
Okay, so I am up to 1,492 deaths on my first playthrough. And can you guess how many times I've tilted out?
Maybe I can count on one hand, hopefully.
It is once. And can you guess why I tilted out?
Maybe the game crashed?
Nope.
You're about to beat
It was
something?
that I learned that you can't pause. That made me mad. That was the only time I got even slightly angry.
You're like, I have to be right back. And it's like all the enemies shrouding you. No way! Oh, I'm sorry, gamer. I'm sorry. Oh.
But no, I my mods had mental breakdowns over how patient I was being.
Wait, did you ever get to finish? And sorry, which Dark Souls was it?
This is Dark Souls 1. No, I have so much.
Oh,
I am up to Sith. And I'm on no spoilers still. Don't spoil it, anybody. I'm planning to go back to it at some point this year. Because I actually really enjoy streaming Dark Souls. I actually really enjoy it. I don't know if I'd enjoy playing it, because I'm really bad at it. But streaming, it's just fun. I'm just having a great time.
Yeah, I think everyone's reactions make it worth it. You know what I mean?
I did have at least one viewer who fully tilted out and stopped watching my streams for like a month. He was so mad at me.
No, why are you mad? You're not even playing the game. You want to be mad? Play the game. Pick it up. Hacker.
I have a real life friend who watched it and said, he said, I think you are a morally worse person for how bad you are at Dark Souls.
Morally worse? Yeah. Those are some strong words. Guys, it's just a video game. Come on. What the heck?
I'm quite proud of it. I'm quite proud of my Dark Souls streams. Yeah, no, I am not bothered by people being bad at a game. That's not an issue to me.
Okay, it's like sweats. Okay, I'll still try my best though. No worries, and I'll keep you updated with that. And I hope your collab with Baycam goes without a hitch. All right, let's go ahead, and we're actually already at the halfway point of our questions. If you would believe that. I was like, what? Huh? Already?
Yeah. I think we picked up the pace pretty quickly in this latter part.
Like blinked, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. All right, gamer. So it looks like we're halfway here. So let me go ahead and do this, and on to the next one. Da-dang. All right, Almontes, this is the quirky one. So for $1.50, the word avuncular is derived from the Latin word for what? Is it A, brother, B, guardian, C, elder, or D, uncle?
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, so this is the one I said, oh, I just might have a random Latin word in there. I was running out of questions.
I think I can do this one. I think I can do this one because elder is senator. Guardian, I cannot remember. Yeah, senescent is senescent. Like you know this word from your physical therapy, right? Senescence?
Senescence?
Senescence. To age.
For elder. Okay, yeah. I was just like, I'm trying to think like anatomy.
Senators are the elders.
Like,
the Senate is the old man room.
Wow, it's all making sense.
Brother. Forget what brother. I have no idea what guardian is, but I'm going to take the guess that like the kind of stereotype that the Romans had about family roles and stuff like that is that the uncle is kind of like they're the one who like helps you out, right? Like they're not the one who like disciplines you. Like your father is the one who like disciplines you and like truly safeguards you from the world, but the uncle is like your friend, and they're the one who helped you like get ahead in your career. Hence like nepotism, right? Nepos nephew. Wow. That's what nepotism means. It's nephewism. And we got that more. That was less from the Romans than from the Catholic Church in the early modern era. But I'm going to think that avuncular related to the uncle. I think it's the uncle, and I try to be avuncular as well. So I'm going to go with avuncular. I'm going to go the uncle.
Oh wow, it's like you're reading the connections like off my face. What the heck? All right, but gonna ask just to build suspense. But is this your final answer?
My final answer.
Congratulations! So I'm again so sorry for adding this in the middle again. Normally they're much easier questions. How Gaollionaire works is that the last three are typically the hardest questions, and that's when you use your lifelines or whatever, which you still have, by the way. But I was just like, oh my god, why am I adding random Latin in the middle of this? This guy's gonna hate me.
Amusingly, I don't actually know Latin, even though that's like, given like the rest of me, it feels like something I should know. But I don't.
No, you're good. So, I don't expect you to be like, yeah, what do you mean you don't know?
Well, it's just like being like a calligrapher who loves ancient Rome and all this stuff. It's like, yeah, actually, I don't speak any Latin at all. I'm a poser. I'm a total phony.
No, you're good. You're so good. I was just hoping, I'm like, oh, but if you say it out loud, avuncular, Avuncular.
I was also thinking about that.
I was like, yeah, that sounds like uncle. I'm sure he'll get it. Smile. Well, good job on getting it. I'm super duper proud. And as you already made the relationship, like I tell you, each of these questions are themed around you. So I wonder if you could pick up the theme for our next one.
Let's see what you got and see what you're doing.
Oh God, you know what? What do I got for $2 whole? Oh my goodness, we're moving on to the next tier too. That's crazy. I think maybe we could get one more question in. We have another ad break that's gonna play in about 10. So, ooh.
Okay. Let's try one more. Let's try one more.
Try.
Am I up to $8?
$8? No, you're up to $2. Sorry,
$2.
fine.
Question 8, $2. That means
Yeah.
I could afford to buy another copy of King of Dragon Pass.
Let's go! Oh my gosh! Secret winner of anyone in chat right now may win a secret copy of King of Dragon Pass. But anyway, for $2 whole a month, the traditional cable knit patterns originate from which region? Is it A, Norway, B, Switzerland, C, Iceland, or D, Ireland? Again, I told you I might have not mixed the difficulty well in this one, so I do apologize, but you still get your 3 lifelines.
No, this one's good. This one's good because another traditional cable knit sweaters are also known as Aran sweaters. And this is a question that I probably would not have known the answer to even a year or two ago, because I associate them with New England mentally. But I have learned from everybody's favorite Twitter user, Derek Guy, the menswear guy.
Oh yeah.
That they are from where my family is from.
Oh.
From my ancestral homeland of
Oh
Ireland.
my gosh. Isn't that actually like a really cute thing to be like, oh, I really am like, you know, like this. I don't know how to explain the word, but basically it's like, I really like this theme. And then it's like, yeah, you've always liked this theme because it's who you are. And it's like, whoa. Whoa, what do you mean? Oh, how fun.
Yeah, I am confident it is D, Ireland.
D, Ireland? All right, for dramatic effect. Final answer? Your ancestors. They would be proud of you.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, let's go,
Thank
gamer!
you.
Of course, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. All right. We still have a few minutes. Did you want to try to see about squeezing in another question, or would you like to try to see about it taking an ad break here?
I think we take the ad break early. Let's
go! Let's take it.
Let's take it. Thank you. Yes, we'll be back.
We will be so back. Hi, Ursa. Hi and bye. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Welcome. We are going to BRB right now. Let's use the time to stand up and stretch, hydrate, and eat and drink something super duper yummy. We are on question 9 after this one. We just have 5 more questions to go. Quick math. And then we will see if Amounts will be our next Gaollionaire. But we'll see you in 3 whole hecking minutes, okay? Okay.
Right.
All right. The BRB. Da-dang.
Bye.
Gaoll! Oh my goodness, can we get a second rare Almontis Gaoll?
Go.
Gaoll! Hello! Thank you so much for your patience. I appreciate it very much. I'm your host, Tipanya. Nice to meet ya. I'm your host for Who Wants to Be a Gaollionaire, and I'm here with my super duper special guest. Ta-dang!
I'm Almontas, former professor of sociology and current anime old man.
Oh man, let's go! Sorry.
Yeah, I'm Geezer. I'm the Geezer. The Geezer that they warned you about.
Isn't it so cute and quirky? My gimmick is I'm a forever 17. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna stop. Anyway. Anyway, thank you so much for the welcome back, and thank you again for your patience. If you're just coming in, welcome. We're doing our little Who Wants to Be a Gaollionaire trivia show. Basically, Montes has answered 8 correct questions out of 14, still with 3 lifelines left. We're gonna go right in and see what that next question is and see if we get a winner tonight. Alright, are you ready, gamer?
I am as ready as I can be.
Let's go. Me too, buddy. Me too. Let's do it. No, I'm just kidding. Let's do it. Alright, gamer. So we're going on and moving up in the ranks. Dun, 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 dun. And we're already halfway to $5. A holy amount. You're half a Gaollionaire if you answer this question correctly. Da-dum.
We're getting to the real numbers now.
Oh gosh, you would know this. But for $2.50, which of the following scale measures spiciness? Wait, which of the following scale measures spiciness of peppers and sauces? Is it A, the Richter, B, Kelvin, C, Scoville, or D, pH?
Tipa,
Yeah.
you once again mispronounced the correct answer.
No, I didn't! Isn't that Scoville? What, Scoville? It's like...
There's no R.
Scoville.
Yeah, you said Scoreville both times.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I'm actually illiterate. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just teasing you, my dear.
No. Scoville.
Scoville. Yeah, these are fun. I do have an entire chemistry degree, and
curious.
One of those things that's really funny is in pH. Nobody knows what the P is doing there.
What do you mean? It's hanging out, lowercase, hanging,
It's
literally
just there,
down.
It's just there.
Yeah.
It's just there. The guy who made it, like nobody has like a straightforward answer of like what it stands for, like what it's supposed to be. I think this is the like least headache inducing answer. Is it stands for power of. Because pH is the power of the hydrogen concentration.
Yeah.
That's how you measure acidity. It's how many hydrogen atoms there are, how many free hydrogen, H+, so how many free protons there are. Power and potential. Yeah, but it's not really confirmed, and the guy just kind of did it, and I'm still kind of mad that it's the negative of the of the log. That kind of annoys the crap out of me. I don't know why we did that. But we just have to live with the consequences of this.
Yeah, just because we can.
We just have to live with the consequences of these. But yeah, it's the Scoves. Scoville.
Scoville. All right. I think we're moving on to Scoville because you are correct. Ta-da! All the other ones are a little silly, but you got this, gamer.
Yeah.
All right. We'll go ahead and we'll move on to our next one for $3 whole, getting the double digits of questions asked.
Okay, we're getting in there.
Yeah.
We're getting in there.
$3. You will be answering this following question. This popular South Korean ramen brand, Baldak, usually literally translates to what? Is it A, hot noodles, B, red sauce, C, fire chicken, or D, spicy rice?
You actually have gotten one where I just actually don't know. I have a suspicion.
Finally.
I have a suspicion. Yes. But I think it is going to be time to. I think I'm gonna give the audience some faith.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's completely fair. All right, so you're gonna go ahead and use one of your lifelines. Perfectly fine. So as the as the audience can see, we have 3 lifelines available. Montes is gonna be using Ask the Audience. So we'll go ahead and turn off that light. Dun dun. So what's gonna happen now is that a poll will be set on Twitch for the next 2 minutes. I'll go ahead and I'll reread the question, and you get to answer whether it's A, B, C, or D. Okay? And the poll starts now. This popular South Korean ramen brand, Buldak, usually translates to what? Is it A, fire noodles, B, red sauce, C, fire chicken, or D, spicy rice? Yeah, do not worry. I just saw, we had this conversation earlier. I'm like, oh, you like this? Okay,
I do
perfect.
like it. I do like it. I just don't know what it translates to. I don't speak any Korean.
Oh no!
I do like Bulldog. But it could. The only one I'm pretty confident it's not is D.
Yeah, I did
pretty
put that there.
Not, because it's a noodle dish, but hot noodles is quite believable to me. Red sauce is actually believable to me. I'm inclined personally, and it looks like the audience agrees with me. I was very unsure of my logic here, that it was going to be fire chicken because that's their mascot.
Yeah, I also agree. But I'm like, they wouldn't literally name it that, would they? Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, they literally named it Bulldog. we translated it to fire chicken.
But you don't have to agree with the audience, even though it looks pretty unanimous right now.
Yeah, it would be impressive to get turned around at this point.
It's like, oh, sorry, actually, it's A, hot noodles. Isn't it really obvious? All the noodles are hot.
There's a kind of famous, from when the TV show was on, there's a kind of famous comparison where somebody asked the audience, somebody got to which is larger, the Earth or the Moon, and asked the audience, and the audience overwhelmingly voted for the Moon.
Oh.
And I think this was in France. Was that in France or Russia? Was what I recall. And people were like, the response from us Americans, from us gringos, you're not a gringo, I am. From us Americans was that are the French just this stupid? And no, what it turns out is that the audience, when the person said, hold on, I need to ask the audience which is larger, the Earth or the Moon, the audience decided that they didn't want this person to win.
Oh my god! Did they actually win? Were they like,
No,
you guys are silly? They lost.
They followed the audience and got the wrong answer.
Oh my god!
There's a bit of a cultural difference where they're like, okay, if somebody's asking a question this stupid, we're going to troll them. Which is a little bit difficult for me as an American.
Yeah.
But
That's fair. It looks like the poll has ended and you get to choose if chat likes you or not, but I'm pretty sure they do. But it looks like there's an overwhelming amount for 8 votes for C, fire chicken. What do you think?
I will give it to the fire chicken.
All right, let's see if this answer is correct or is it too hot to handle? Okay, I'm gonna just choose.
No, keep going.
Congratulations! No! Put me out! But no, you're so good. You and the audience were correct. It is fire chicken, just like the little mascot that they have on there. So tee hee ha ha ho ho. So quirky, right?
So quirky.
So quirky. Well, remember, the questions only get harder, Alonta, so get ready.
I may have blown it. All right.
No. You might know this next one. And the one after.
Those things were kind of burning a hole in my pocket. I was like, I gotta use these.
No. You're
all
good.
Right, what you got?
Got your 2 more. So this is what I got for $3.50. For the topic of locks and or lock picking, what does the term biting refer to? Is it A, forcing a lock, B, the depth cuts into a key, C, the space between lock pins, or D, the number of security pins?
Huh. I gotta think about this one because a lot of things could be biting, right? I know it's not forcing. I know it's not forcing. Because there's several other terms for that, and I can't remember them, but I know it's not forcing. It's not the number. I'm gonna. You know what? You said the last three questions are supposed to be the hardest.
Yeah. Sorry.
We're not on the last three.
You're not on the last three quite yet. If I have to say anything that isn't spoiling, I feel like you're on the right track.
Well, the trouble is that both the space between and the depth cuts is tricky. I am thinking that based on just kind of like the logic of like what a byte is as a concept is going to be B, depth cuts.
All right, is that your final answer?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah! Okay, sorry. I'm like, okay, I cannot spoil or say anything, but I'm like, please, think of a bite,
It would be really funny if I was the first person to lose.
No one's ever lost Gaollionaire, so it's fine. No one.
No one's ever lost Gaollionaire.
No one. Not even you, and you're gonna be so good because you're gonna carry yourself for these next questions.
I put the channel points down on me losing.
No. Oh God, no. Listen. You're moving on up in the ranks. You just have these next questions. We're gonna figure them out together. You know, I don't remember the next one. So good luck. Next question.
Okay.
For $4, which of the following muscles is not located in the forearm? These are intimidating, but hear me out. Is it A, flexor carpi radialis, B, bicep brachii, C, pronator teres, or D, extensor digitorum?
You pronounced all of those correctly.
God, I hope I
do. So let me see if I can do these, right? Because you're the smarty pants here.
Sure. Yeah.
So flexor carpi radialis. That's carpi is hand. Is in the hands. Right.
Yeah, hands, wrists. Yeah.
Yep. Pronator teres. I don't know exactly that this is what it means, but I am used to thinking of pronation as relating to the feet.
Your hands can also supinate and pronate. You know what? What happens is that for the feet, there's this thing called inversion and eversion, which is a combination of motions that can involve supination and pronation. But don't want to.
I know that from running. I don't know that from like exercise science. I know from running.
Okay.
And extensor digitorum. I mean, digits are fingers.
Yeah.
I think that you are being. I think that there is a possibility that you are being more pedantic about the concept of the forearm than some people would be. I know some people who would say that the forearm is between the wrist and the elbow, which would create a problem here because both the carpi radialis and the digitorum are in the hand. But I think you're meaning below the... Numbers can also have digits. It's so true.
So true, bestie.
I think that you are just thinking of everything beyond the elbow, which means that I think it is the biceps brachii.
Is that your final answer?
It is my final answer.
Oh my goodness, gamer. I was like, I was so nervous.
I could tell you were getting worried. It was very funny. I was pretty sure that it was the biceps brachii from the get-go, which is why I A, C, D. That's why I didn't discuss my thoughts on B. I can feel the anxiety.
I always feel bad every time I ask an anatomy question. It's like, oh, so you have that in your body, don't you know? And it's like, but I'm like, oh no, biceps is such a common muscle. Everyone knows where that is. Everything else, even if you break it down or didn't know how to break it down, it's kind of like, what is that, you know? But I'm so glad you got it. This one comes, by the way, not completely out of random. You had like a forearm redeem or a reveal, and you were like, "Ooh."
I do. I do work out. I do my exercises. I'm mostly a runner, though. That's my preferred.
No, run free like a bird. Make sure to take care of yourself too, gamer. But congratulations on getting this correct. I'm so proud, so happy. You know what this means, though? That means you only have 2 more questions with 2 more lifelines. Alright. So we're only 50 cents away if you get this question right, but for $4.50, the popular dessert cinnamon rolls are most associated with which country or what country? Is it A, Italy, B, Sweden, C, France, D, Canada?
I gotta use a lifeline here. I got no idea.
No, me either. I was shocked when I found the answer.
So we got 2 more questions, you said? Or 3?
Yeah, this one and the next one. And the next one is the last one.
Hey Nando. Let's use that phone over. Hey Nando, get in here. Alright.
So it looks like we are going to be using another lifeline. This one is going to be call a friend. We have a friend waiting on the other line that we're going to go ahead and switch over or get over on the line. I will politely ring them as soon as I get to turn off the light for the phone a friend option. Now it looks like the only lifeline option is 50-50. Let's go ahead and phone a friend. Alright, ring. Nando, hello, are you with us?
Hello, can you hear me well?
I can hear you well. Hi, gamer.
You sound perfect. You sound perfect, my friend. Yes, I'm calling upon your special European expertise.
I am glad. I won't give the answer right away, but I am glad. I was so nervous for, oh no, if he calls me for this one, I'm doomed, but I'm confident now. I'm so relieved.
I need this my special European consultant here.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Special European consultant. Before you go ahead and give away the answer, can you go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience at home?
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm the Nano. I'm a strategist VTuber who has a PhD in mechanical engineering and competes internationally in the board game of Go.
This is your board game friend? Sorry.
No, this is a different board game friend. No, Nando, my other board game friend is actually way less chill than Nando. Nando has actually produced a very funny confluence of events by being both very competitive and very Portuguese, meaning that there are 2 different games where he is in the top 10 in Portugal.
Yes. Portuguese.
Yes, I am the sweaty Portuguese.
A normally very relaxed people.
Oh.
Yes.
So sorry, I was so excited. I'm so sorry, I did not mean to cut off your introduction. I was just like, oh, this is you. And then I'm like, no, but I'm so happy to meet you still.
No, not who I was thinking of.
Sorry.
No, but I was enthralled watching the show, knowing that there was a possibility that I could be called. I'm living this stream right now. As a viewer, I'm sweating with each question. I'm so happy. And I know, okay, Almantas, we all know, okay, very sweet person, everything. He's also so sweaty. This is a contest. You can lose on a contest, so he's obsessed with winning. He doesn't show that, but he's... I'm 100% confident that the only reason I was chosen was because Almantas did a spreadsheet which would maximize my chances at winning. Nano, it's not because I'm a good friend or something. It's like, no, it maximizes the coverage. I'm going to go with Nano because I want to win.
There was other factors. I did also think about how different people would respond if they were called onto the show, and how good they would be under that context. And you were very strong on that metric as well. That was a very important metric to me. But you are correct. I am trying to win, but I'm not just trying to win the quiz. I'm also trying to win the stream.
Okay. With that said, if I can give my opinion on the question, cinnamon rolls for me are very Northern Europe. So I hope I'm not misleading you, but I'm quite confident they are from Sweden.
Okay, they feel Swedish to you?
The silence from the host makes me a bit scary.
No, sorry, let me smile. I have to, sorry. Yes, that is a great guess.
But I have a feeling I associate. If the options were like Sweden, Denmark, Norway, I would be doomed. Sweden is the only Northern Europe country. I am quite confident it is Sweden. If I make you lose, Almatas, I will never forgive myself.
I actually don't know what I can demand from you because I don't. I was going to say I'll demand 100 of your Age of Empires elo, but I think that actually just makes playing Age of Empires worse for me. So that would actually not help me. Thank you very much, Nando. I think that your logic is fair. I think it's reasonable. I think it's good. I think it's good logic. And I'm grateful because I as much as I am often seen as a pretty worldly person, I know a lot about Japan and China and India. I actually don't know a lot about Europe. Europe is a thing that exists in history books to me. So if it's something that happened in Europe, like when I was alive, it's kind of fake to me. So
we cover each other's weaknesses. That's why the strategy works. It works.
Yeah. I need. It wouldn't have helped to get like another anthropologist or something on here. No. It needs to be somebody who covers my weaknesses.
No, culture. All right, gamers, are you ready for the reveal if this is the correct answer or not?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Congratulations!
Let's go!
Thank you, man.
Let's go! We can stay friends.
You can stay friends. Let's go! Like, how did it feel, Northern European? I'm just so curious. What is the vibe of like? Oh yeah, that's definitely it. As an American, I'm so curious.
Like, it doesn't feel Southern European at all. It's more like, if it's not Southern European, it's Northern. Like, I'm from Portugal, it's Mediterranean. We have a lot of Italy and France. And cinnamon rolls doesn't feel Mediterranean cuisine at all.
Fair. That's actually fair. I can't argue with that. I'm like, yeah.
It feels something, it's like warm and cozy in the winter. We are struggling to survive the summers here. We are not thinking about cozy winters. That's the main thing. It feels like a very winter thing. It could be Canada, but I think I was quite confident they were European. So that takes Canada out of the picture.
That was where I was struggling. So I was like, this might be Canada. Like part of me is thinking about Canada just because of like Tim Hortons, but also Tim Hortons isn't famous for their cinnamon rolls, so like didn't work. Yes, thank you so much, Nando. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me on. This is such a cool show. I'm really enjoying it as a viewer. I'll be back to chat now. Thank you so much.
Oh, no, thank you. Appreciate you, Nando. You have a good rest of your day. Appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you very much. Good luck, Almantas, on the final one.
Thank you.
Aww. This is so precious. It's so cute. I'm so happy.
I did also think that you would get along. I did also think that you would have fun meeting Nando.
I'm leaving. I'm physically leaving. This is me getting up.
I thought he'd be a fun potential guest. I thought that it would be fun.
Yes. I'm so grateful. Thank you. I will follow to the ends of the earth now. Nando, I'm coming for you. But, oh my goodness. What do you say? So sorry I couldn't get your Fugi to work. I'm like, oh wow, this is such good chatter. Let me get your Fugi. I can't get this. But it was a pleasure having you. Thank you for helping Amantas get to this. Atomic is saying I knew it was Sweden, but when Tip said she was surprised about the answer, I thought it was gonna be Canada. I just didn't know. I'm uncultured, okay? Gosh. Anyway, I know it's a little bit, but please, I'll give another shout out to Nanda, and then we'll go ahead and we'll move on through. You know, I think IKEA, sorry, not to be like, wow, everything Sweden's IKEA related, but I think they also have cinnamon rolls. But I feel like that's just like a very general thing to have as a dessert in America, you know? I don't know.
There's a part of the cinnamon roll I suppose feels kind of European to me, in that it's just like a one it's like dough and sugar and one ingredient.
And you're like, and that.
And that. Whereas like an American or Canadian thing is going to have like a few extra things going on, a few extra bells and whistles than us North Americans.
Gosh darn
are going to be a little bit more complicated.
Gosh darn, it was all the vibe tests. Gosh. Anyway, Gamer, how are you feeling? You got one lifeline, one question left.
I am feeling wonderful. I'm feeling great.
Let's go!
It's still tempting to completely just like dive on this last one.
Well, this
Get
last
my channel
one...
points.
No, you're not gonna lose. So I'm sorry, you will be losing your channel points. Oh my goodness. Wait, Robo saying Giflar? Is that how you say cinnamon roll? This is this not to be like that's a designated Swedish cup. I'm like, wait, is that how you say it? Huh? I'm just curious and nosy. But I do want to give you a heads up. Not that you're not going to just see it in a few moments, but this question might be completely out there, and I do apologize.
All right.
All right. Oh, it's a brand of small cinnamon roll snacks. Ooh. Again, I have such a sweet tooth, so I'm so biased.
Oh, you're driving me a little bit nuts right now because I actually like making cinnamon rolls quite a bit.
Oh.
But I'm trying to lose weight, and so I gotta abstain for a bit.
I'll just inhale cinnamon. It's fine. It's like the same thing, right?
I do go through a lot of cinnamon. I almost poisoned myself with cinnamon.
You could do that? Are you good?
Yeah. The cinnamon poison is actually surprisingly sensitive. This is actually a funny little story, right? So I was very overweight several years ago, and I lost about 80 pounds over 6 months.
Oh my gosh.
And
congrats, bad boy.
What was that?
Congrats, bad boy. I'm just like, whoa, what the heck?
Thank you. And I've gained back about half of it, so I'm trying to lose some of that back again to get back into the range my doctors want me in. But when I was like really seriously like cutting, it's like if you're eating 2,000 calories a day, you're going to get enough protein. But if you're eating like 1,400 calories a day, it's a little bit tricky to get enough protein. So I was having a lot of protein shakes. And I was having them as banana smoothies because bananas are cheap and I like them, and they went well. And so people asked me like, "Oh, wow. I was eating like a pound of bananas a day," and people were like, "Wow, are you worried about getting like potassium poisoning?" I'm like, no, I looked it up, and I'm like, getting potassium poisoning is like legitimately hard. Like, in order to get, like, if you have some other metabolic issue or you're taking certain types of medication, you can retain potassium more. But if you have a relatively normal metabolism, you're not taking, like, certain specific medications, I think they're mostly related to HRT, which might be the reason why anybody I knew about it. Then you can get potassium poisoning from retaining potassium in your bloodstream. But, like, if you don't have that, it's like 15 pounds of bananas per day.
Yeah, I don't think you're hitting that.
I don't think hitting that. 1 pound of bananas is a lot of bananas. That's like 5 bananas.
You barely go through like a bunch already. What the heck? Like in a week,
like
it's like
15 pounds is ridiculous. And so I was like, okay, so I'm not. And I was like, well, I think I've heard of cinnamon poisoning, and my shakes were almost always banana cinnamon smoothies. Because banana and cinnamon's a really good taste combination.
Yeah, no, cinnamon's so good.
It's so good. And it turns out that, so I was having about 15 grams of cinnamon a day. And it turns out that you're not supposed to have more than like 3. And that you're into like a danger zone when you're at like 6. So... So I had to cut out cinnamon out of my diet pretty sharply and immediately.
I'm glad you're safe and okay. I didn't realize that was a thing. I know they're always like, too much of a thing is, not a good thing. But I didn't know cinnamon could be, part of that, huh? Oh, I'm glad you're safe and okay, gamer. I hope you get the normal amount of cinnamon.
I mean, I didn't. I could have done some liver damage for all I know. I didn't actually like get like a serious workup. That was a couple years ago.
You're fine.
I haven't died yet.
Yeah, exactly. You're here. It's fine. Don't worry. Smile. Smile. All right, gamer. With that, then, we will roll with it, or as they say, poorly, cannibal. Okay, anyway. By the way, did you know Botch says Tip will rewrite the laws of physics to make sure you win if that's what it takes? So you will win this. You will win this. You got this.
All right.
But it's completely out there, so I do formally apologize as I read the next question. Here's a dramatic drum roll. And fifth question! For the holy amount, this is a question holding you back from the holy amount of 5 whole hacking dollars. Which poetic constraint involves writing a piece without using a particular letter? Is it A, acrostic, B, pangram, C, lipogram, or D, villanelle?
Okay. I think I know the answer, and
Oh, thank goodness.
I'm going to talk through my logic.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the constraint of writing a piece while using every letter is a pangram. And I know that because I write pangrams all the goddamn time. That's how I that's how I do those. And villanelles are a type of poem. That one I can always remember. Acrostics and lipograms, I kind of have trouble remembering what those mean. Lipo to me means fat. Fat writing seems strange as a concept. So that can't be right. Acrostic, I'm gonna use the 50-50 here.
All right. You're lucky I'm not cruel and unusual. Because the 50-50 would randomly generate B and D.
You can be cruel and unusual.
No, that would suck. Oh, no, I couldn't do that. Or could I?
You could.
No. All right, gamers. So it looks like Amontis is using their last lifeline, 50-50. This is where one inappropriate answer... Yeah, basically. This is the last question after all. There's no point in saving it. So we'll go ahead and we'll get rid of the 50-50. Right, we had the lights off for 50-50, and now randomly... 2 questions, or 2 answers will be blocked out, okay? And it looked like it picked... B, so it looks like you have A, C, and D, and it looks like A was also blocked out, so it looks like it's between C and D right now.
Okay, I know villanelles are a type of poem. So I am going to go with lipogram.
All right, are you sure? Final answer?
I'm not getting more sure.
You're not getting, sorry, there's no more lifelines. You could just be like, hey, Tippa, what's the answer? I'll be like, oh, I don't know. All right. Let's go ahead and let's see. Do we have our next Gaollionaire winner? We'll find out in 3, 2, 1.
It's the lipogram.
Congratulations! A lipogram, the fat writing, apparently. That is the poetic constraint. Let's heckin' go, and congratulations on becoming our 21st Gaollionaire. Use your wits, your smarts, your spreadsheet of friends to get this far. How are you feeling, gamer?
I'm feeling pretty good. I've learned a new word. And I should have said this before we answered it, because I just think it's kind of interesting. One of my favorite novels is a lipogram.
Oh?
A Void by Georges Perec. It is an entire novel without using the letter E.
That's awful. I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, no, I'm sure it's great. I just... Every thought, every word, I feel like he's just
No, it's actually slightly more insane, because it was written without using the letter E in French. And then when they translated it to English, they also didn't use the letter E in the English translation.
Oh.
And then when they translated it to Spanish, they didn't use the letter O.
Oh.
They didn't use the most common letter in a given language whenever they translate to it.
Oh, that's actually fun. But yeah, the translation really must have been a pain. I'm glad it did depend on languages, because Spanish is actually really hard too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, the author, that's like a plot point, is that the author cannot be named inside the text.
Rips off cover.
Like part
Who
of the
wrote
plot.
this?
Georges Perec. He's insane.
Georges Perec. Yeah, no.
He's a maniac.
No, I'm not for anything. I don't judge a book by its cover, but like that is insane.
He had a project to try to write in as many different genres as possible, so that means like he wrote a crossword puzzle.
With the same gimmick?
What?
With the same gimmick?
No, he's not trying to do the same gimmick across everything. He's just trying to do insane stuff.
I'm happy he's happy.
I think the world needs more crazy artists. I think they're good. I think they're good to have.
Yeah, listen, I'm always a huge fan as long as they're not harming themselves or other people. Go wild, go crazy, go stupid. But congratulations on becoming the 21st Gaollionaire. What are you gonna do with your holy amount of $5 whole hecking dollars, gamer?
Oh, geez, $5.
I know, so
it's so much.
it's so much in this economy.
Given the types of games that I play, that's like 3 games for me.
Yeah, honestly, and the ones on sale too. Wink wonk, wink wonk, wink wonk.
So that's probably what I'll end up doing. Non-trivially, might end up buying some of my favorite food items. Like, actually, you know what? I'll treat myself. I'll spoil myself. I'll get some bok choy.
Let's go!
That's about 2 pounds. That's about 2 pounds of bok choy.
Honestly, and that's gonna last you too. Hopefully.
I cook really fast. It's like 2 meals.
2.5 pounds.
I really like bok choy.
Oh my goodness, gamer.
Oh my goodness! How? And so I am number 21. Thank you for having me on, Tippa. Thank you for having.
Thank you for letting me humoring me. Thank you for letting me kidnap you for a game show, especially with your schedule and adjusting and all that. It's like, I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. But this is something, as I mentioned earlier, a long time in the making. So I don't know how else to say without repeating, but just really know I'm really grateful and appreciative of your time here. It was a lot of fun yapping with you. I'm so glad that the trivia it went well, I hope, and the questions were fair.
It was good. It was good. Thank you, dear Bearcat.
Thank you. But we'll go ahead and we will call it there and wrap it up because I know it's getting late for some EU Cubs. I'm staring at you, so I'm gonna politely go from there. But I know, just remind me, when is the next time that you're streaming and what are you streaming?
Tomorrow at 10 p.m. U.S. Eastern. That is 20-something hours from now. I will be streaming calligraphy. I will be doing a calligraphy stream, and I will also every year, because I am a nerd and I love feedback.
Nerd. Yeah.
I'm such a sweatlord. I put out a survey to my viewers asking them for feedback on how my streams have been doing, what they would like to see different, that kind of thing. And I put out that survey, and I will be going over it on stream tomorrow, over what people told me on stream tomorrow. I have glanced at it, but I haven't reviewed it in any depth. But yeah, I'm gonna go over what the viewers told me they would like to see more of and less of in the coming year. And I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited. I like getting feedback. I really do. I try to be the best streamer I can, and that means sometimes knowing what I'm doing wrong.
No, completely. Completely. Yeah. Constructive feedback is, and I hope it's constructive feedback that you may receive. It's honestly so valuable, and it's honestly so cute and endearing that you're like, yeah, I just want to be the best that I can be, and you can help me. It's really important to have a perspective from the outside, an outside perspective. So if you Cubs and anyone in the audience are not already following Amontes, please go ahead and do so. If you're like, yeah, I really liked when you won Gaollionaire, you can add that in there. Wink wonk, wink wonk. Well, I think you should do more trivia game shows. Wink wonk, wink wonk. I really appreciate it. And maybe Amontes might too and be like, okay, wait. But, oh my goodness. But no, that sounds like a lot of fun. Do you have any themes for tomorrow for your calligraphy? Are you writing anything in particular? Or
geez, I actually had to write down the list here because I fell behind on some things. I have to write anniversary messages for I've got birthday messages for my friends Vexing Cat, Utter Near, and Kira Cat.
Oh, happy birthday to
who all
them.
had birthdays over the last week.
Oh, gosh.
And Vex in particular used her birthday to do a fundraiser for a charity, for a reading charity, because she's a reading streamer. She raised $5,000.
Oh my gosh, good on her. What the heck?
I think more than that. I think she was 3,500 on the first day. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I definitely owe her that. And then I owe anniversary messages to Vividly Vivi and Nando.
Oh, aw. Cute.
Nando's anniversary is on the 21st.
Cute, wait.
His streamer anniversary.
Wait, I never got to ask, how long have you been streaming?
My first stream was in May of 23.
May of 23. Happy early and belated stream anniversary! Let's go!
Coming up on a streamer anniversary on in May, third anniversary.
Okay, I'm looking super duper forward to it, and hopefully the feedback you receive I can be applied, and I can't wait to see the great things that you're able to, and will do, basically. And looking forward to Monday's stream. Let's go. If I'm awake, I'm sorry. If I'm not awake, I'm sorry.
It is not a problem. You are fine. You are fine. Thank you, Tippa, for being Tippa.
Parrish is on the spot. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. But is there anything else? I know, so your stream again is in, I'm not doing the math, but 10 p.m. I'm not counting down the hours. 10 p.m. tomorrow. Is there anything else you'd like to say before you head out?
No. Just thank you all for being here. Check out my streams. Please commission me if you have, for some reason, for some strange reason, a use for Gothic calligraphy in your life.
Please.
Yeah. Thank you again. Once again, thank you, Tippa, for having me on. Tippa, you are so sweet. You are so lovely. It is actually really fun to get to hang out with you. And I am definitely down for a Helldivers learning, teaching session, stream, whatever you want to do.
And I am looking forward to seeing you at Offkai Smile and your panel at Offkai, because you have 7 days to submit a panel. Let's do it! I'm excited for you! Big things coming! Let's go! Okay. Silence is deafening. I get it. It's fine. Don't worry. I'll see you when I see you then.
I can't make plans right now.
I know.
All right.
Alright. Okay, gamer. Please have a good rest of your day. Good night. I'll catch you later.
Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, gamer. I'm gonna go ahead, and this is where they take you away with the little cane. Goodbye, Almontes. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'm gonna go wrap it up because I have all this confetti. No, you're not, Dice. No. I think he's still here. Please not. But have a good night. Thank you again so much. Bye-bye. Alright. And that was Almontes. Yeah! Thanks for joining. Yeah, no, seriously. I cannot. Do I have to keep spamming? I'm gonna just spam Almontes' Twitch. But thank you everyone for joining, whether you came from a Montes stream or you're a new cub, old cub, anything in between. I appreciate you also spending your time with me. I am so glad that we got our 21st Gaollionaire! Oh god, I can't believe we're already past 20. I mean, I was trying to come to the realization last time where we're like, oh, we're on the 20th? But it looks like we've been doing Gaollionaire for 4 years. So it only makes sense, right? That we've seen and got to meet so many cool individuals, and I'm so glad that they let me kidnap them for a game show, not at gunpoint. They just willingly say, yeah, that sounds great. And I said, oh my god. Wonderful. Great. But I'll go ahead and wrap up because like I mentioned, I know it's late for some of you, so we're gonna go ahead and end soon, but let me go ahead and catch up really quick. Derp was saying, yeah, Tippa is the best at being Tippa. Let's go! I'm the best me there is. I can only get better. Let's go! But Tippa be best. Tippa indeed. Thank you. When I meet another Tippa, we're gonna have some questions. Maybe some problems. But maybe we'll have solutions. Anyway, Rosa, thanks for joining. No, seriously, Amontes, thank you for joining. I'm sorry, I never know how to say bye. I want you to know. I never know. Look at any other Gaollionaire and watch the ending and see how awkward I am because I don't want you to leave. actually don't want you to leave, but I'm also like, oh, it's getting late. Because it is. It's almost 8 o'clock here. And I have work tomorrow. I gotta work 10 hours. For free. So, we'll do what we can. But it's fun. Thank you, Neko, for joining. It was nice seeing you. Thank you, Amantis, of course. Please, again, follow. Don't you see me spamming the Twitch? If I don't see you tomorrow at 10 p.m., I might be sleeping, but you better be in Amantis' chat, okay? Okay. And thank you, Nanda, for joining us all. I appreciate it. Thank you for streaming. It was super fun. You also go to bed. But also, thank you so much for being the guest. I really appreciate it. I'd love to also have you on Gaollionaire. I just have a small imaginary queue of people. I do have our next one lined up, but let me, no, not Meridon. I thought I changed it. Grr. Let me go ahead and change it to Amantis. Da-dang. Let me change this. Let me put this away. Ooh, and the options. But yeah, this is our 21st Gaollionaire. We're gonna have our 22nd very soon. I don't know. I don't have the time yet, but please look super duper forward to it. Nineball, pachi. Isn't saying bye always the hardest thing to do? It is. Dies. It really is, because I'm like, wow, we had so much fun. Like, what's a few more hours? Smile. Yeah, let's just pick up more questions. Let's, like, I don't know, let's start going to speedrun Wikipedia. Like, let's just do stuff. It's fine. Now that our times are now and we're sharing it, let's just do things. Yeah, no, you hang up. No. You hang up. No. I couldn't possibly even dare hang up on you. No. You hang up. Okay, you first. You have to do it, okay? I couldn't possibly do it. Oh, yeah, no, that's me. But no, it's fine. Let's go ahead and let's see if we can find also someone to raid. I don't think anyone's playing wants to be a Gaollionaire. Sigh. Sigh! No one's playing who wants to be a Gaollionaire. That's fine, because it is my game show after all. But you know, actually, I do see someone. Wee! Ta-dang! Actually, Cubs, I think you're in luck. There's a new person I found. And I think they have a really cool aesthetic, and they do art, but right now they're playing a game called Ellen, and apparently it's their birthday, so I guess they're celebrating. Atomic's like, it's the hardest for Tip to say bye after 20 rounds of Overwatch. It was! I was playing Overwatch earlier. I actually ranked Cubs! Would you believe it? I'm gold 1. I'm 1 step away from plat. Yippee. Yay. Gold gamer, I guess. But I want to be plat so bad. I want to be even higher than that. So I'll continue to do my best, you know. Nibel says time to find your potential Gaollionaire. I have one, but the one after that is a little questionable. But we'll see. Tippa makes Gaollionaires. It's kind of her thing. It's so nice to have like a gimmick. First she's a bear cat, and now she runs her own very original game show. Come on, it can't get better than that. Number 1 goal, that's me. But yeah, let's go ahead and politely chill. Sorry, I have to stop doing that. I don't know where I picked that up. But feel free to join the Discord. It's the official Cup Club. Oh, my stream wants to die now? Stream, you want to die now? You suck! Stream! You suck! Okay, fine. Twitter, socials, raid message 1. Here. Actually, no, but it's their birthday, so you actually have to type happy birthday. Da-dang. So you have to do this one, and then this one, you have to type the happy birthday, but with the Tippa gal. Happy birthday. Da-da-da. I can't believe my stream likes to die at the end. I hate it here. I hate it. Stream needs a nap? Me too, brother. Me too. But thank you, Erika. Thank you, Robo, for joining. Have a good one. Thank you, Derp. Thank you, SG. You've been here the whole time, and you didn't even dare to say hi? How dare you? But thank you, Pata. Thank you for joining as well. I appreciate it. So please again follow Amontes. Please. But let's go ahead and say hi to Bermuda. Bermuda again is a super duper cool individual. I found them off my recommended. They do some really cool art. I really like their aesthetic. It's their birthday, and they're playing a game called Elin. Elin, because it starts with an E. Look, I'm not like that one book Arthur who's like excluding the letter E. It looks really cool, actually. I think you cubs will get to enjoy for sure, okay? But you all have a good night, sweet dreams, or sorry, a good rest of your morning, afternoon, evening. If you're heading to bed, have a good night and sweet dreams. I will see you cubs, when will I see you? Tuesday. Monday, technically we have anime night on the Discord, so feel free to join. I also ping when I go live. We're gonna be watching all the animes: Free Run, Jujutsu Kaisen, Tomon's B-Side. You and I are polar opposites. And what am I missing? Oh, Shiriko! Yeah! So excited for tomorrow, even if I might be a little eepy, so you'll have to forgive me. Tuesday, I don't know what I'm playing, but Tuesday I have a Nyatako collab on Tuesday, but in the morning I might play Overwatch. Sorry, or I might play Pizza Tower. I'm still kind of debating. I still have time to post my schedule, so it's fine, right? Okay, I'm leaving now. I will post the schedule tomorrow. I will see you cubs sometime this week. Have a good night. Here's my raid screen just for a few seconds if I could get there. Raid screen.